Buy one, get one free all day. Rancho Grande, the home of the biggest burrito in Blue Springs. Rancho Grande on the North Outer Road, just east of 7 Highway. Joe says go Cats and Jags.
CareSpot Urgent Care is open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. CareSpot provides care for many common illnesses and minor injuries, and also provides wellness care services like physicals, immunizations, and health screenings. At CareSpot, you will experience same-day service without the expense of an ER visit for non-life-threatening issues. CareSpot offers online and mobile options to schedule your appointment. You can also call ahead, which means less time in the lobby. CareSpot has 8 convenient locations, including Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Raytown, and Leawood. Visit them online at carespot.com.
Welcome back to Larry Stewart Memorial Field at Blue Springs South High School and our high school game of the week from Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ. You're listening to high school football driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on KCWJ AM 1030, Blue Springs, Kansas City. Rob Evans, Coach Buddy Young, as the coin toss is about to be reenacted. The coaches will meet out at the center of the field. Greg Oder in his 15th year here at Blue Springs South with 108 victories and 41 losses. Royce Boehm, 118 victories and 30 losses at Lee Summit West in 12 years. Those numbers tell you right away, Coach, that these are two of the best in the business.
Two of the best in the business, and they're smart enough to hire great staff and to let them do their jobs too. So there's a lot to be proud of for Missouri athletics sitting on both sidelines tonight. Really two good teams, well coached.
So you take a look at, both teams are going to have a good game plan coming in, and now it becomes who executes that game plan. And like you said earlier in talking about it, you put the game plan in the hands of young high school men, 17, 18 years old. And that's what makes high school football fun.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, if you're not excited about the football game tonight, then you need to check your pulse because you may be in trouble. But this is what it's all about, playing two good teams, well coached, good sportsmanship, great fan support, great town support. So, yeah, this is what it's all about.
This series is just entering its 4th game. The two teams didn't play until 2010 when Blue Springs South won it 41-17. And then they won the next year in 2011, 28-14. They took a 2-year cycle off in terms of playing games and resumed the series last year. And Lee Summit West, on their way to their 6-4 year a year ago, won the matchup 23-13. After the 1-4 start that the Jags had last year, that was just one of 2 losses that they've suffered since then. It was during the regular season for this game, or the game that they lost in Lee Summit last year, and then they also lost to end their season in the quarterfinals against Francis Howell. So they've run off 10 wins in their last 12 ball games, and they've got something going right now, and it's going to be a tough one to take that next step tonight.
Absolutely, but that's what you play for, and that's what you work for all year. You know that you're going to face good football teams, and that's what's been so good about Kansas City football, suburban football. We've won more than our fair share of state championships from this side of the state. You know that at some point, to get to the state championship, you're going to have to play one of the Blue Springs teams.
And the Jags have won a couple of state championships and had another runner-up in Class 6, while Lee Summit West has had their success in Class 4 and 5, but they picked up their fair share of state championships as well.
Well, I think it's a little bit deceiving to say that they were, Class 4 and 5. It's when Lee Summit West was just starting out, and they didn't have seniors. But, yeah, they are definitely a top program.
And that's the thing. They hit the ground running and won games.
Yes.
And that's tough no matter where you are, because if you remember right, Class 4, there's a monster from down in southwest Missouri that lurks. That's where Webb City hangs out.
Right.
And in Class 5, you got to beat some pretty good teams here in the Kansas City area to get out of there as well. The Jags have won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. So Lee Summit West will get their hands on the football, and They'll turn it over to their quarterback, Cole Taylor, who's thrown for over 600 yards and 6 touchdowns, but you can get to him, and he has a tendency to put it up. He's had 6 interceptions this year.
Well, let's hope that the battle of the offensive and defensive line is wearing green tonight, the victors, and we'll see where it goes from there. But the offensive and defensive line will have a whole lot to do with how this game proceeds.
Mario Goodrich, a sophomore, 6'1", 170 pounds, back deep to receive, and the ball is kicked from left to right. Coming up and making the catch at the 6-yard line and bringing it to the near side is Phillip Brooks. And Brooks is still going out over the 35 to the 40 and run out of bounds. The 39-yard line is where they will spot him down. He was knocked out of bounds by Nick Blair, the junior linebacker on the special teams for the Jags, who are wearing green with the blue numbers tonight, the blue helmets. And Lee Summit West is dressed in all white with the navy blue numbers, the white helmets with the blue trim. And we've talked about their quarterback, Cole Taylor. He's a junior, 6'2", 185 pounds, and he will give it to his bruising running back, who will take the ball right up the middle and get out close to the 45-yard line. Climbing out of there after making the carry, Kevin Knox. And Knox has rushed for 367 yards coming into the ball game, averaging about 4.3 yards a gain, but he has not scored a touchdown yet.
Straight dive up the middle, got about a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. We'll see what Lee Summit West does with that.
And they'll work out of the empty backfield, and the quarterback is going to keep it right up the middle into Blue Springs South territory. Goes Taylor, who has rushed for 80 yards this year, in addition to throwing for 602.
That's a planned quarterback draw, and you can see that Cole Taylor is more than just a skinny kid. He's got a lot of power, was able to break a tackle and get an extra 2 or 3 yards. So planned quarterback draw up the middle. We'll see where we go from there. But we talked about field position. They've run 2 plays, and they're already in Blue Springs South territory.
Phillip Brooks is in the backfield. He's their second leading rusher, 349 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they will hand the ball off. And Knox is going to carry from the wing, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Depending on how the spot goes, they'll put him down to the 47, and he'll get 1, so it's 2nd down and 9.
Little inside reverse there where the wingback comes toward the quarterback, and they're able to pull a guard and tackle on that side. And the defensive tackles for Blue Springs South jammed up the play, so good job on defense that time.
Jacob Catsby is split wide to the right side. He's their money man when they need points. And the handoff is going to go to Knox, and he's going to get to the hit at the original line of scrimmage. May fall forward and get back to... Nope, he's going to end up losing yardage, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Kay O'Connor's is the safety that got up on that play, but you notice when they try to run around the perimeter, we've got great team pursuit. That's going to be a mistake. They may be better running straight at us tonight because our defense runs very, very well.
They've got twins to each side and a man in tight, so they'll empty the backfield. And Taylor to pass. He looks, he guns and sails one into the bench. The man was covered, and they were looking for Phillip Brooks on that side of the field, a running back by trade, but he's their second leading receiver, and it's time to punt the ball for the Titans.
Long out route that time by the receiver, and that's what we were talking about, good coaching and good athletes before. Good route, and the defensive back was right there, and the quarterback had to throw it away.
Dalton Dye averages 28.7 yards a punt. This is his 17th of the year. Ricky Nichols standing back at the 20-yard line. He'll retreat a couple of more steps, and a very poor punt may have even been partially tipped, and it goes out of bounds right at the 40-yard line, so the Jags get great field position.
Yeah, Colin West was very close. We really couldn't tell if he got a piece of that ball, but I was just going to say field position because they ran the kickoff back to the 40. We were going to end up with bad field position, but with the poor punt gives us the ball at the 40. There's a chance to really create great field position and get a score out of this thing.
So they got 20 yards out of all of that. It was an 8-yard punt. And Noah Nigro is in the pistol with Cofield standing to his right, and a man jumps. See if somebody lined up in the neutral zone or if it is a procedure penalty against the Jags, and it's offside against the defense.
Yeah, one of our offensive linemen moved a little bit when a defensive person shifted.
That was Landon Seabaugh.
Oh, actually, they counted that against Lee Summit West.
Yeah, they had a guy line up in the neutral zone or
Okay,
jump in there.
Sorry.
Well, that's all right, because as soon as he did, you're right, the offensive
tackle.
man jumped. Nigro will hand the ball off, fake it, and then throw it over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. And they were trying to hit Ricky Nichols. No, they were trying to hit Jerome Hawkins, and he got nailed going over the middle. The pass incomplete.
Yeah, Jerome ran a little slant and then a stop part of that route. He stopped right between the linebacker and the safety, and ball got there, and the safety got there about the same time and laid a good hit on him and just wasn't able to pull that one in. So that we may have to come back to that play. That looked pretty good.
Noah Nigro has thrown, from what we can tell, close to 620 yards coming in, and they'll hand it off to Cofield, who has a first down, takes it over the 50-yard line at the numbers on the far side of the 47 of Lee Summit West.
Just a base play off the left tackle. That's really a good omen for the night's work, that our offensive line was able to open a really nice hole. We got about 8 yards on that play. I'm asking Hang Time Hornick here. And first down, so we're in Lee Summit West territory.
The kickoff tonight was at 7:04. Clear skies and 59 chilly degrees. And we'll tell you about time and temp coming up, as the Jags are not going to get much out of this play. And Lee Summit West thinks they have a fumble recovery, and if it is, it'll be the first turnover of the game. And that's what happened. They'll recover it at the 49-yard line.
Ran the same base play to the left, and it looks like somebody tackled the ball, put their head on the ball, and knocked it loose. And actually, Lee Summit West was able to return it a couple of yards.
Our time and temp brought to you by WeatherTech Roofing. Call 228-2005. WeatherTech Roofing, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
We'll see if the turnover makes a difference here, but turnovers is one of the keys to the game we talked about.
From the 49-yard line of their own territory with 8:59 to go, pass is thrown over the middle, intended for Zach Shanholzer, and it's incomplete, and it'll bring up second down and 10.
Little play-action pass where they faked the straight dive and then hit Zach over the middle on a slant route, and it was a little bit high there. Luckily, the safety was not close to that. That could have been intercepted.
Our opening kickoff tonight brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, your local family-owned grocer since 1948. Snap out of the pistol, knock straight ahead, nothing there. In fact, he loses a yard back to the 48.
You know, Lee Summit West has a really fine offensive line, and that's one of the things that we were cautioned about tonight. But our offensive and defensive lines seem to be holding their own and really doing a good job. Loss of about a yard there, so it's going to be third and about 11.
Isaiah Miles, the big 5'11", 265-pound senior tackle, in on the stop for the Jags. Third and 11, no score. 8:20 remaining here in the first quarter. And Taylor back to pass. He's hit as he throws, and he throws it out. And the intended receiver, Jacob Catsby, cut in. And it's a quick 3-and-out for the Titans.
That was a deep route because they needed 11, of course, to get a first down. So on a 15-yard route like that, it takes a little bit longer. Offensive line couldn't hold out our rush. So hands in his face, he had to throw the ball high and wide, and wasn't even close to a first down.
Elijah Twy is the reason why he threw it high and outside, because he put a tremendous hit on him as he let go of the ball. And again, standing in punt formation is Dalton Dye, and he gets away a little bit better kick this time. Back inside the 15 to the 14 is Nichols. He gets a block outside the 25, down at the 27-yard line.
So important here that we were able to field that punt and get 10 or 15 yards. Starting the ball on the 27 like we are is so different, so much better than starting back inside your 10. You have access to your whole playbook here. You're able to do some things you're not able to do inside the 10. So good field position here off that on the situation where we lost the ball on a fumble.
37-yard punt for Dalton Dye. So you do the math, and his average will be a lot less, probably in the 20s, thanks to an 8-yard punt his first time. So you're looking at 45 yards per kick. The tackle on the last play, Michael Cavanaugh and Phillip Brooks.
Well, we talked about field position. Here's where the offense can help the defense. Of course you want to score, and we'd love to have a scoring drive, but we want to get at least to the 50 so we can punt and put them in bad field position, which they've not had all night.
8 minutes and 4 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Nigro to pass, and it's caught by Frost, and he's going to, or excuse me, by Jake Lamb, and he's going to lower his head and get outside the 35 to about the 38-yard line.
Nice little combo route on the outside there. The inside receiver runs an out, and the outside receiver runs an in, and that frees up one of them. Nigro hit him right in stride, so we had a great gain on first down, another first down.
According to our numbers, 6 catches this year for Jake Lamb. They're going to put some pressure on a first down handoff play, and they were trying to get it to Hawkins. They got him, but he couldn't get to the outside. He got hit, and it became a struggle to get to the numbers, and he'll fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. He may end up losing about half a yard.
Nigel Burgess, a linebacker, had blitzed and had hands on him and slowed him down enough. He was able to break that tackle, but Nigel slowed him down enough that he was able to get barely back to the line of scrimmage.
First quarter presented by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Buy one, get one every Tuesday. On second down, Nigro with a play-action fake. Nichols makes the catch, the 48-yard line, gets away into Lee Summit West territory, hit at the 45, and dropped in the middle of the field.
There's that same little stop route that we talked about that was incomplete on the first drive. We went a little further that time, but he stopped right between the safety and the linebackers. Nigro delivered the ball right in stride. Another big play and a first down at the Lee Summit West 45-yard line.
So good field position once again. This has been a nice little drive as Briley Moore McKinney takes a partner with him out left. They've got twins to each side, and there's motion on the defensive line. See if there was a man moving on the offensive side to draw him off. No.
Defense.
Offside.
So far, and of course, knock on wood, I'll knock on my own head here, that our offensive line has really provided good protection for Noah. He had plenty of time. That was a little bit deeper route the last time, so great job offensive line.
6:50 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Nichols will go wide to the left, a solo man to the right. I believe that's Jake Lamb, and there's a movement on the near side, and I think Briley Moore McKinney raised up and then went back down and got caught. So
it's funny. Everybody's got to be a lawyer in that situation. Both teams pointing at each other.
I get they tell this story about an umpire at third base and a runner, close play. Defender asked, "What is he?" Runner asked, "What am I?" Umpire says, "Quiet. You're nothing till I tell you." That's kind of what the referee's doing out there. You need to be quiet. You need to be quiet. I'll tell you what you did. I think Briley knew what he did.
Yeah.
Trips come to the near side, a single man solo left, and Nigro to throw. He's got a man. That's Nichols, and he makes the catch at the 33-yard line.
Ethan Owens put a real big hit on him. Once again, that's that little stop route. They're doing a really nice job of hitting that, but what a hit that Ethan put on him. He held on to the ball, so big first down there. 12-yard gain.
Yeah, a gain of 12, and that route seems to be open right now, but the defense was a little tighter on Nichols that time, so Lee Summit West slowly beginning to adjust to that play.
Well, they're bringing their cushion up close, but that maybe opens up a deep route too.
Out of the pistol with Cofield standing to the left. He'll get the handoff straight ahead. He fights his way down to the 30-yard line at the near hash mark.
Base blocking there and straight ahead play. When you can make 3 or 4 yards on first down, that just makes it so much easier to make a call. So 3-yard gain, it'll be 2nd and 7.
Do you get the sense, based on the numbers here in terms of pass plays, run plays, that the Jags are trying to open things up by using the intermediate pass routes to open the run.
I think they are, and you've got to be balanced. You can't give a good team like Lee Summit West the ability to know what you're going to do.
They're going to rush the quarterback who throws, and Nigro, sensing the pressure from the outside, overthrows his man at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, we had an out route there, and he was pretty open, but Noah had a guy right in his face, so he very wisely threw the ball high and wide outside, so there's no chance for an interception. Yep. Tell you what, his poise has really impressed me the whole season.
He had one of those games last week, and all of it was in the first half because he didn't play. 10 of 11 for 133 yards and 4 touchdowns against Raytown last week. And he's throwing the ball well again this week. He'll catch some heat from the outside, flip the screen off to Cofield, who is covered up and tackled in his tracks by Kyle Stein, who's a defensive end, a senior, 6'2", 240 pounds, and it will bring up a punting situation. That play, even with the breeze at your back, they were borderline field goal range.
Yeah, they lost 10 yards on that play, and Kyle played that exactly like you're supposed to. And if you're assigned to the screen pass, you're supposed to float out there with that the back that's there. He did a great job on tackling him as soon as he touched the ball.
Corey Jackson, who averages right around 30 yards per punt in that neighborhood, will kick it away, standing at his own 46. He'll hit it from the 49, angling to the near side. The catch made by Mario Goodrich, and he's going to go down inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line.
Okay, so we talked at the beginning of this drive that, yes, we wanted to score, but we wanted to get at least past the 50. Look at the field position change now. All of a sudden, they're starting inside their 10-yard line. And in a game like this against two highly skilled teams, that could be very, very important. Now our defense just has to hold.
A 35-yard kick. Colin West made the tackle for the Jags. And at the 9-yard line now, the Titans will obviously have their worst field position of the game. And Cole Taylor is going to operate out of the shotgun, the empty backfield, and he'll get it to the 10.5. We'll give him 2 and call it the 11, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, that's that planned quarterback draw, and it looked like Isaiah Miles did a great job of sniffing that out and making sure that he didn't get loose in the secondary, so about a 2-yard gain.
We're down to the 4-minute mark here in a scoreless first quarter. Lee Summit West and Blue Springs South. Glad to have you with us on our Vision Sports Game of the Week. Taylor's going to throw, flips it out, and that pass thrown behind Brooks and almost intercepted by West.
Yeah, that's just that quick little out route there, and we had 2 Jaguar defenders. It looks like they're 0 for 4 on passing tonight, so I'm sure he'll get settled in. But right now we seem to be kind of bothering him enough that he's not done a great job of getting the ball to their receivers.
He's got twins to the near side, 1 receiver wide right. Sends Brooks in motion out of the backfield. They're going to throw long, and the pass is overthrown. Hawkins was there defending on the play.
And that's number 3 there, one of their speedsters, Mario Goodrich. He was running a long post route, and the ball just got delivered a little bit high and wide. I think our rush there kind of caused him to throw before he wanted to.
First quarter brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. You buy one, get one tacos every Tuesday, and you can enjoy half-price appetizers every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Rancho Grande Cantina in Blue Springs. Out of the end zone from the goal line, Dye punts, end-over-end kick, fielded at the 40 by Nichols to the 35-30, down the near side of the 20. One man to beat, and that man slows him down, and he's eventually tackled at the 12-yard line.
Field position, we made him punt from the 10. We fielded at our own 40, and all of a sudden now we're in business because everybody takes care of their job. You can't let the punt roll around and go back to the 30. So great job by the offense and defense setting up this score. So here we go. Now we got to try to punch it in.
A 39-yard punt. And Nichols did a great job as Nigro under center. There's a flag down. There's 2 down as the Jags take it inside the 5 down to the 4. That was Cofield. Hawkins was right there trying to throw a block, but let's see what the penalty is.
It's a handoff sweep, and it's in the area that it's probably a holding penalty.
I would guess that you're right, but the Jags inside the red zone. Brought to you by U.S. Bank Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. You want to provide for your children's education or prepare for a comfortable retirement, call Eric at 655-3065, and somebody was guilty of a hold.
Well, it's too bad because, it's such a good play, but the other side of it is we may not have gotten that far without the hold. So we'll try to recover here.
And take the ball all the way back to the 24-yard line. And they have to get down to the 3, so you're looking at what, 21 yards?
First down and 21 to the 23-yard line.
I'm going to say the 23-yard line, the handoff. Hawkins turns the corner, gets some of it back before he's knocked out of bounds down the near sideline on that jet sweep. And he's going to take it inside the 15 to the 14.
And running that jet sweep into the boundary into the boundary like that, it's a little bit better because they had extra coverage on the outside to the wide side of the field. So we've got 1+ blocker over there. Jet sweep looked really nice on that and really just kind of ran out of sideline more than he got tackled.
Nichols wide left. Lamb to the right, or the short side of the field. Again under center, a handoff going straight ahead. And Hawkins going to be stopped after a gain of about a yard.
That's that base play right over the right guard and got a couple of yards on it, but now it's going to be 3rd and about 11.
Care Spot Urgent Care has 8 locations in the Kansas City area. Open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Means you get care when and where you need it. Out of the pistol, Nigro to throw. He's running a route into the end zone, and Hawkins got turned around and couldn't find the ball. And it's going to bring up 4th down, and it looks like the field goal try from Nathan Rockwell, who kicked last week in place of Jake Rourke and knocked down 7 extra points. This will be a 29-yard field goal try with 2:35 to go and a scoreless first quarter. Snap back, the ball down. The kick is up, plenty of distance, and it's no good. He hooked it left.
That's too bad. It's a great opportunity down there that we started at the inside the 10-yard line, got a holding penalty, kind of shot ourselves in the foot. I hope it doesn't haunt us later, but that's exactly what we talked about fundamentally. We can't hurt yourself with penalties, and you put yourself in a 1st and 23. That's pretty tough to come back from.
First field goal that the Jags have missed this year. They're 5 out of 6, but they've all been shorter field goals. That would have been the long of the year.
Distance wasn't the problem. We just got that off to the side a little bit.
So at the 20-yard line, the Titans with the football in a scoreless game. And the handoff on the jet sweep coming to the near side is Zach Shanholzer. And there's not a lot there for Shanholzer, who has rushed for 46 yards and a touchdown in 12 tries this year.
Achilles Griffin made sure that was a 4-yard loss, so great job on the jet sweep. Tell you, both teams very well coached and making good plays. It's really exciting to watch a game like this. It makes it a lot more tense, doesn't it?
It does. And one thing that hasn't been has been watching this Jags defense get after it here this evening. And they seem excited to play. Taylor back to pass out of the shotgun, guns it over the middle, looking for Catsby. There was contact, and the pass is incomplete there to defend.
Number 5, Savion Cameron in the coverage.
Savion Cameron.
Yeah, both the receiver and the defensive back just had incidental contact. They did run into each other, but the ball was really not catchable by either one of those. He's throwing the ball a little bit high and wide tonight, which is fine with me. If they want to continue that, that's okay.
The thing is that he looks like he's looking for trouble even when there's no trouble there. 1:47 to go here in the first. Lee Summit West going right to left. High snap and corralled by Taylor. He guns it over the middle, and the receiver is clobbered going across the middle. That was Shanholzer in the pass, way over his head. He's 5'7", and you would have had to, well, Briley Moore McKinney would have had trouble hauling that in, and he's 6'4".
Once again, Jake Lamb at the free safety place came up, and it was a pass over the middle, and he timed it just exactly right so that he arrived when the ball got there, and there was a huge collision. And, I'm going to even write that one down. That may not be, but that might be the hit of the game. That was a great hit by the free safety. Nice and legal.
Dalton Dye in to punt it away again. Had a 37-yarder his last time. This time they block it. They get part of it. It'll bounce at the 28, roll out over the 35, and is going to come to a stop at the 39-yard line. So a partially blocked punt will give the Jags excellent field position, and Colin West got in there to get a piece of it.
Well, and what you worry about there is as the Jags drop back to block for the receiver, that nobody touches the ball, because once it starts rolling around like that, you have no idea where it's going to go. So everybody got away from it. That's good. Look at our field position once again. We've got to take advantage of this great field position starting at the Lee Summit West 39-yard line.
Trips go wide to the left. Cofield in the backfield with Nigro, who's going to throw out of the pistol. Nope, he's going to fake the handoff and fire it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Hawkins was wearing Tyler Boehm as a backpack on that play.
Tyler Boehm came up with a big hit. He's the outside linebacker there. He's the coach's son, but great player, and he's going to head off to college next year, and had a great hit on our receiver that time.
Nigro 5 out of 7, 33 yards so far here in the first half. Numbers provided by Hang Time Horning, and we get a procedure penalty called against the Jags. There were a couple of players who jumped.
Ricky Nichols was the first one that split in, and that's too bad.
And Hawkins was on the other side, and he was right with him.
Well, you hate to see this. We've had great field position, and both times we get a penalty and makes it harder on ourselves to get in a scoring situation.
1:26 remaining in the first quarter, no score. Vision Sports and Papa John's can save you money and raise money for the Blue Springs Education Foundation. Now through the end of the school year, you can get 40% off your online orders. We'll tell you what and how to do it in a minute. As Nigro throws, he floats it up long down the far side, and he hits out of bounds at the 18-yard line. What you need to do when you go online is enter the promo code BSEF40. Go to papajohns.com and enter promo code BSEF40. And Papa John's will donate 10% of your order's cost to the Blue Springs Education Foundation. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 15.
Timing on the fade wasn't quite where it needed to be on that play. Noah threw it out of bounds. There was really not much of a chance for a completion there.
Trips wide to the left, and as the play gets underway, a flag is thrown, and there was a defender who came right up to the line of scrimmage and got in a receiver's face. The middle of the trio out to the left was being face guarded, and that guy got across the line.
Well, that puts it into a makeable situation. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
From the 39-yard line.
Much better situation here. At least get in a position where maybe we can try another field goal.
I was going to say that becomes an option because of what we saw a moment ago with Rockwell. Trips wide to the left. This time the defense backs off. And Nigro to throw. He steps up and he gets mauled back at the 50-yard line.
Safety blitz that time. Anthony Siren came right through the middle of the line and got a big sack there. Put us back to the 50. We'll have to punt from there.
They're going to spot him down at the 47. And I guess they're saying that as he was running to try to get away from the blitz, that represented forward progress. And back to kick it away will be Corey Jackson. And back to receive, Phillip Brooks. Brooks up around the 16, 17-yard line. Jackson's going to catch it at his own 39 and punt it from there with a little bit of a breeze at his back. Snap is good. Rugby-style kick It's high, it's deep, bounces at the 7, and kicks out of bounds just inside the pylon, and it'll come to the 20-yard line.
That's too bad. So close to putting them back on the goal line, but they're going to, Lee Summit West will be able to start at the 20 due to that 47-yard punt into the end zone.
25.2 remaining in the first quarter. It's a scoreless first quarter. Brought to you by Rancho Grande Cantina, where every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday and Tony Treats. All those T's there together. Also get buy one, get one on Tuesday, and then get half-price appetizers from 11 to 4. Do that tomorrow at Rancho Grande Cantina here in Blue Springs. The handoff going straight ahead is the quarterback.
That's that planned quarterback draw. That's the third time they've run it tonight.
Well, and that time Brooks took the snap and lined up that position. And they're going to bring, as I turn around and continue to look, they don't have their quarterback on the field. They put Brooks in, and they run the Wildcat, if you will, as the first quarter comes to a close. No score. Blue Springs South hosting Lee Summit West from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call Bob Watson at 229-7878 or Clint Osborne at 229-0083. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Myron Thomas with your in-game update presented by Foster Dental Care, providing healthy smiles in Blue Springs for over 30 years. Call 228-6988 online at fosterdentalcare.com. First quarter scores: Blue Springs 7, Ray Peck 0, Columbia Battle 8, Lee Summit North 7, Rockers 14, Columbia Hickman 0. Now let's go back to Rob Evans and Buddy Young at Larry Stewart Stadium.
Thank you very much, Myron. We've got a full house once again here in the booth this evening. Our statistician, Kevin Hornick, our producer, Tony Reisinger, Blazer mans the controls. I'm Rob Evans along with Coach Buddy Young, and our second quarter is presented by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Call 224-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here. Titans are now going left to right, and they are at their own 24-yard line, and Cole Taylor back into the game at the quarterback spot. Twins to the near side. They're going to run the quarterback keeper, and that time Taylor gets stacked up as he gets back to, well, he comes a little bit short of getting back to the line of scrimmage, and will lose about half a yard.
I was going to say, Lee Summit West is trying to take advantage of their bigger size on the offensive line, but the Jag defensive line has done a great job. I think one of the things they're trying to take advantage of is the defense lines up wide splits to enable the linebackers to run, and I think Lee Summit thinks they can take advantage of it. They're not so far.
Same set, Twins left, single man right. They're going to look left, throw, and on and out off the hands of the intended receiver, and incomplete. They've tried to find Jacob Catsby, their leading receiver, a couple of times, and that one is incomplete at the 32. And there to make the hit, Savion Coverin, and it's fourth down, and they'll kick it away again. Dye's been busy, but not trying to kick to put points on the board, but trying to kick it out of the shadow of their own goal line. He averages 28.7 yards a punt, and even with an 8-yard kick, probably doing a little better than that tonight.
Well, the Titans are 0 for 8 on passing tonight, so they're struggling to get that passing game going.
Good snap, high kick. Nichols back to the 40, fumbles the football, goes back to get it. Lee Summit West had one man down there, and that allowed Blue Springs South to fall on the football back at the 28-yard line. And Coverin is the guy who fell on it to preserve possession.
We talked about a key to the game. You can't drop punch. You've got to field them all. So Instead of starting from around the 50-yard line, we're going to start back at our own 27, 28-yard line. So long way to go. We've lost the field position battle on this one thing. But now the offense has to take over and put a drive together.
Early moments, second quarter, no score, a 41-yard punt for Dye. And Nigro with a fake. He's going to throw over the middle, throws it behind Nichols, who stopped and was leaning back and had the ball hit him in the hands and drop. Still a tough catch. But when you get the ball hits you in the hands, Coach, you need to haul it in.
Well, he's going to think he needed to catch that, and he's probably right. But he's fallen backwards and trying to get back to the ball. His feet went out from under him and just wasn't able to haul that in. So nice job trying to get that. And good job by Noah to not put that ball in danger. He put it in the only open window he could.
Two backs, they'll jump under center. Nigro will turn and hand the ball off. Hawkins comes to the near side, turns it upfield at the 30, 35, 40. He's in the clear. He's to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown.
That's just a handoff sweep to the left side. Once he got into the secondary, I was so afraid that one of the Jags was going to try to block someone. But great play, 78 yards, 71 yards. Take that back. Super job, and that may be the play of the game so far.
It comes with 10:48 to go. First half. And Rockwell in to attempt the extra point. He hit 7 of them last week. Missed a field goal try earlier in the game. Snap back. The ball is down. The kick is up and good. 10:48 to go first half. It's the Jags 7. Lee Summit West nothing. Back with a kickoff right after this on Vision Sports and 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Little Sports Shop is proud to be the exclusive provider of 827 Apparel uniforms. Uniforms that are designed by you. 827 Apparel uniforms are 100% custom and 100% sublimated. The sky's the limit. You design it and Littles can do it. You can also work with our professional graphic artists to design the unique look for your team. You'll also like the price and turnaround time when you order your team's unique uniforms from Little Sports Shop at 1006 Main Street. Call 229-3606. Look sharp with uniforms from 827 Apparel, only at Little Sports Shop.
Jags get set to kick it away, leading 7-0 on the 71-yard touchdown run. As we put points on the board, we want to thank folks at Lunar Bowl who make a donation to the Scores for Scholarship program. Thanks to Gary Cobb and the staff at Lunar Bowl. Visit them online at lunarbowl.com. A high short kick taken at the 11-yard line along the far side. They get into the clear, and Goodrich takes it to the 30, to the 20, and he's going to go coast to coast, and Lee Summit West is within a point on the 89-yard kickoff return. But hold on, there is a flag back at the 39-yard line, and that one's coming back. He made a nice move right about where the flag was, maybe 5 yards further downfield, Coach, with a nice spin to get into the clear.
A fantastic run. Then he made another great move at the Jaguar 30-yard line. I thought he was going to get tackled, but he cut back to the inside. Looks like the penalty is against the Jags.
In which case, the touchdown will stand. And it will be an 89-yard kickoff return, and pending the extra point.
You know, we lost contain on the original kickoff, and they got outside and got up to our 40-yard line. This time it just shows us we cannot let that happen. We've got to do a better job containing on kickoff. Needless to say.
Yes, Dalton Dye, 19 of 21 this year. Will attempt to tie the game. Snap back, the ball is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 10:34 to go in the first half. It's the Jags 7, Lee Summit West 7. Back with the Titans kickoff from Vision Sports and 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, I can help. I'm Eric Sporing, financial advisor at U.S. Bank and Corp Investments. Stop by my office at 1500 North 7 Highway in Blue Springs.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not guaranteed by the bank, may lose value, not insured by any federal government agency. Investment products and services are available through U.S. Bank Corp Investments, member FINRA, SIPC, an investment advisor and brokerage subsidiary of U.S. Bank Corp and affiliate of U.S. Bank.
The penalty is going to be enforced on the kickoff, and it was a face mask. So the penalty will allow the Titans to kick off from the Jags' 45-yard line, and we're talking about a guy who can put it in the end zone from where he normally kicks off, and he's going to try to boot it through the uprights, and he comes very, very close to doing that from 55 yards away, kicks it out of the end zone, and the Jags will have it on the 20-yard line, first down and 10, our second quarter. Brought to you by CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Call 224-1100 for CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Of course, I'm sitting there thinking of a coaching situation. They're kicking off from R45. I was wanting to make sure it wasn't an onside kick.
Nigro's going to work out of the pistol with Cofield in the backfield. Cofield will get the handoff. Cofield will get a nice hole to run through and fight his way outside the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Base play up the middle, and the line did a decent job, but Cofield did a great job. He had to dodge a couple of kids and make a move, and all of a sudden he's got 6 yards at 2nd and 4, so that's a great start.
2nd down and 4 from the 26-yard line.
Been an eventful second quarter, and we're just now 2 minutes in. Riley Moore McKinney comes to the near side, a man in the slot, twins to the far side as well. Cofield with the handoff, and this time the Titans are a lot less charitable, and he gets tackled before he gets back to the 25-yard line.
Going to be about a loss of 2 on that same type play, and we just didn't get the people blocked. They did a nice job. Number 56 for Lee Summit West plugged up the hole pretty well. That's Kyle Stein. We've heard his name before tonight also.
3rd down and 5 from the 25.
Moore, McKinney, and Frost go wide to the right. 2 receivers coming to the near side as well. Lamb and Hawkins, and Nigro to throw. Has time, and Lamb fell down, and the pass hit the defender, Ethan Owens, right in the hands. And he's popping himself in the helmet, wanting to know why he didn't catch that one. Instead, Jackson will be allowed to punt it away.
That's the first pass tonight that Noah didn't put right on the money. Threw it a little bit high and inside that time, and we're lucky that wasn't an interception. But we'll take that, punt it, and try to develop some field position.
Try to contain Goodrich, who's standing back, or excuse me, it's Brooks standing back at his 40. Snap is a good one. Couple extra steps and a high punt. That is going to bounce at the 42, kick inside the 35 and out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and that's where the Titans will set up shop. First down and 10. Preps KC is the ultimate in high school football coverage. Check out the website for live scores and all your high school football information. You can download the free Preps KC app at the Apple Store or Android Market.
You know, the rugby-style punt has made such a difference in high school football. We got a 55-yard punt that time. It rolled out of bounds with no chance for a return. So what a great job by the Jags.
It's not a bad way to kick the ball and get a little roll to it as Knox gets the handoff, and he's going to fight his way out to the 34-yard line, 2nd down and 6.
Back when I was in high school, we called that an old-fashioned crossbuck. He fakes it to the first guy coming across, hands it to the second guy going the other way. So 2nd down and about 6, or 2nd down and about 5.
Game tied at 7, 8:50 remaining in the first half. All of the offense inside the from 10:40 to 10:30 in the second quarter. And Brooks is going to take the snap and run the football and have trouble getting back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he'll lose a yard, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Of course, that's when they put the little running back in for the quarterback, and the direct snap goes to him. A lot of people name that offense after their school's title name, so that they would call that the Titan offense. But right now they're third and about 6. They need to go to a standard passing play.
And they'll work out of the shotgun with Taylor firing and finding a man on an out pattern, and they finally catch Dustin Dooley. Ends up making the catch.
Very quick out, nice timing on the play. They got their 6 yards they needed, so first down. I believe that's the first completion of the night, isn't it?
It is. They don't complete many passes outside of the big 3, and Dooley catching just his 3rd ball of the year. And the handoff, Knox is going to get tackled back behind the line of scrimmage, which was the 44. He'll get knocked down back at the 42 and lose a couple of yards.
There's that crossbuck action again where they fake the inside reverse and give to the running back off tackle, and that time the Jags did a much better job and tackled him for a loss.
Well, they gave him a very, 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 very charitable spot. Just a loss of a yard. Empty backfield. Taylor's going to keep it, and he'll get outside the 45 to about the 47-yard line, and he gets a very good spot to the 47.
Well, they really like to let him run with the ball, and it gives them an option, especially on an outside play like that. But the Jags have done a good job. It's going to be 3rd and long. That's probably 7, would you say? 3rd and 7?
3rd and 7. They've got Shanholzer and Catsby both to the near side. Those are their 2 favorite receivers. And they've got a single man wide to the left. We're under 7 minutes to go in the first half, and there's Catsby who makes the catch for the first down. Catches at the 47, spins down to the 44-yard line, and that's his 16th catch of the year.
Well, the Jaguar defense was playing back off the receivers. They had a 6 or 7 yard cushion, and Catsby ran a little slant across the middle, and they put the ball right where it was supposed to be, and really nice execution there. To stop that, the Jags are going to have to get some kind of an inside alignment on that wide receiver. That's just too easy.
Game tied at 7. 2 big plays. Brooks in motion. They're going to flip it to him out of the flat, and he gets nailed at the 50-yard line.
Little swing pass out of the backfield, and our outside linebacker did a great job on that. Nice hit. Loss of about 6.
Loss of 6 yards.
Colin West was in the neighborhood, and I think Connors may have been over there as well, Cale Connors. And it'll be a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Knox in motion. Taylor to throw. He's going long. Catsby's open, but he overthrows him by 3 or 4 yards. And he got a step on
Marcus Mayberry. Mayberry went for the bump and run and just missed. And Catsby was wide open and just overthrew him.
So it's 3rd and 16 from midfield. McKinney, Briley Moore McKinney comes on. And coming off the field, Hunter Jenkins. Play clock runs at 15 seconds. 5:53 to go. The game clock is stopped, awaiting the snap, and we're tied at 7. Blue Springs South and Lee Summit West at Larry Stewart Memorial Field. Back to pass. And they set up for the screen, and the Jags didn't buy it, and they'll lose 6 more yards.
We had 3 Jaguars waiting on that. That was a great job of getting that. The only thing they could have done better is if they could have intercepted it. But we'll take that. They're going to have to punt to us. Hopefully we can put a drive together. There's going to be about 5 minutes left in the half.
Achilles Griffin was there too, and they almost had perfect attendance on that. The guy who was going to chase the quarterback even backed off to get in on the play.
Exactly.
Nichols standing back of the 25-yard line. Dye is going to hit this one from about the 35. They blocked one earlier. Good snap. He'll hit it from the 35. High knuckleball, and Nichols is going to make the catch and run forward. He hangles to the far side and run out of bounds as he gets outside the 40 to about the 43. And that's where the Jags will have it, tied 7-7 with the Titans.
32-yard punt that time and returned it probably about 15 yards. So nice job by the Jags getting out of that situation. They're at their own 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put together another drive, even if it's one play.
The Sonic Locker Room covers the Cats and Jags throughout the school year. Tune in to 10:30 a.m. KCWJ every Monday at 5 for the Wildcats edition, and every Tuesday at 5 for the Jags. You can hear the archive broadcast at soniclockerroom.com. Out of the pistol, Cofield gets the handoff, takes it into Titan territory at the 49-yard line as he was able to veer to the outside at the numbers and then turn it upfield to get to the 49.
Base play to the right, but Cofield has such great footwork. You could see him moving his feet, picking and choosing his way, and really just kind of worked his way up for a nice gain of about 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Ethan Maddox makes the tackle, a linebacker for Lee Summit West. Motion on the defensive side of the ball. Question is, was he pulled off? No. That's the third time they've been guilty of lining up offside. Twice on the line, and then once was just an over-aggressive safety trying to get up and cover a man in the slot.
Not quite enough for a first down, but it's going to be 3rd and very short, about a yard.
2nd down and 1.
Second down and 1. I'm sorry. That makes it even better.
From the Lee Summit West 49-yard line out of the pistol, they blitz. Nigro tries to get away and gets hauled down back at the 45-yard line, and making the tackle on the play is Landon Seabaugh. He's a 6'2", 215-pound defensive end.
Yeah, we don't like to make things too easy, so we're going to make this 3rd and long, 3rd and about 7.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Nice blitz by the Lee Summit West Titans. Nice timing on that. Nailed us for a loss.
Twins to each side. Nigro to throw. Steps up. Finds a man. Has the first down at the 45. Taking it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Jerome Hawkins with the catch.
Jerome running a drag route across the middle, and the ball got to him outside of the hash mark. So once again, Noah stood in there, delivered the ball right where he had to. Had pretty good coverage on Hawkins, but a big first down there. We're inside their 40-yard line. We're in business now. We need to do something to make a score here.
Nichols and Hawkins go wide right. Frost and Briley Moore McKinney to the left, and Nigro's going to keep it and run. Get away from one man. Tried to slip one tackle at the 40 and got nailed by the second man coming through there, and that's second man, Ethan Maddox. He's been all over the place tonight.
Noah has done a great job tonight, but I don't think anybody's ever going to confuse him with Tim Tebow. He's not very big, and he didn't threaten the edge, I'll put it that way.
Well, he's rushed for close to 300 yards coming in, and you look at the numbers that we have available, and he's the leading rusher on the team.
Well, most of those he got on that speed option, but that's a tough way to go right there.
It's tough for your quarterback to run in traffic. They're going to flip the ball to Hawkins coming around the near side. They've got it strung out, but he'll get back to the line of scrimmage or at least close. He may lose another yard and bring up 3rd down and a full 11.
Well, they started a quarterback sweep to the right, and Hawkins was coming around going to the left, and they flipped him the ball. But Lee Summit West really covered that well, and we're lucky we didn't lose more yards than we did.
Well, stay tuned for the halftime show, brought to you by Joe Bowman and the folks at BR Carpet. For the best in flooring in Blue Springs, call 224-0777 or go online at brcarpet.com. Twins go to the right, a single man to the left. Nigro to throw. He catches a little pressure, but throws it long. And Hawkins unable to get around the defender to get to the ball. It'll bounce harmlessly incomplete around the 14-yard line.
But I am so impressed with the pass protection that we were able to get. Noah was able to stand back there. He put the ball in the only place that we could have a completion and not put it in danger. So there's good coverage on Hawkins, and Noah just wasn't able to put the ball in there in a tight window. So we'll be punting from the 41-yard line.
Couple of long runs at the 10:48 mark. Hawkins from 71 yards out to make it 7-0 Jags. On the ensuing kickoff, Mario Goodrich took it 89 yards to tie the game with the extra point kick. Jackson with a rugby-style punt. It'll bounce the 10 inside the 5 and is going to be down around the 2-yard line.
Looks like it did not get into the end zone. Great rugby-style kick. You know, there was not much rush by Lee Summit West, so he was able to let the punt coverage set up down there. Nice job, nice execution, and they're going to have to start from their 2-yard line.
You're listening to exciting high school football, driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City.
Now you got to look for a turnover with Lee Summit West to see if we can maybe get the ball back here and rob one from them.
2:18 to go in the quarter, so they can't sit on it yet. And they have got Catsby is the quarterback, and they have a full house backfield surrounding him, and he'll take the snap, actually step back towards the end zone, but then loop around and go straight ahead close to the 5, and that'll give him a little breathing room. And
yeah, they went double tight and stacked it in there so they wouldn't be in danger of a safety, and they actually gave themselves a nice little gain of 3 yards.
So it'll be 2nd down, 7 from about the 5-yard line, and Taylor's going to hand the ball off to Knox, and Knox barely gets back to the line of scrimmage,
yeah,
and then bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't think he made it back. I think he's stopped short of the 5-yard line. So there we go. The Jaguars call timeout to stop the clock, try to make them punt from there. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. Looks like he did get back to the 5-yard line. We stop the clock here and maybe stop it again.
So the Jags take a timeout. We'll take a break as well with 1:35 to go first half. Tied 7-7. You're listening to Vision Sports and KCWJ AM 1030.
A Minor Adjustment is a trusted choice for your chiropractic care and acupuncture needs in Blue Springs and eastern Jackson County. Dr. Andy Minor and his caring staff are ready to assist you for body aches and pains, sports injuries, or if you've been injured in an automobile accident. A Minor Adjustment has 2 convenient locations to serve you. Downtown at 801 West Main Street. Call 228-5522. And inside Club 7 Fitness at 1241 Southwest 7 Highway. Call 224-3790. Online at aminoradjustment.net.
Our second quarter is presented by CarStar Blue Springs at 3210 East 40 Highway in Blue Springs. They're the auto body repair experts. Call 224-1100. CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
3rd and 7. Good pass rush here. Could really put a lot of pressure on Lee Summit West. We'll see what they do.
They've got Goodrich split wide to the right. Solo with man coverage. But they're going to go the other way in a fly pattern. Wide open is Catsby. He's to the 40, 45, 50, and is going to get hauled down from behind, but he fumbles the ball. It's fallen upon at the 15-yard line by the Jags.
Unbelievable. We let their receiver get behind us. We're lucky to haul him down inside the 20. He fumbles. We end up with the ball. It's a crazy game.
The ball in your game bounces funny, Coach. That's all I can say.
Yes, it does. That's an amazing play right there.
Recovering it is Cale Connors for the Jags, and they get it at the 16-yard line, and Catsby got completely behind the defensive back, and they had man coverage. And they were able to haul him down and hit him just right, force the fumble, and with 1:24 to go, the Jags have the ball, but not very good field position, and they jump into 2 backs, and Nigro will hand it off from under center. Hawkins trying to turn the corner, and he gets nailed as he stopped to look for a hole that wasn't there.
Yeah, that's the same play that they ran the 71-yard touchdown on, and they didn't get quite as good a blocking. The only thing I can say is I wish he would have put the other hand over that ball. I don't like to see that close to our end zone carrying the ball out there with one hand, so let's kind of be protective here, guys.
He's going to lose 2 back to the 19. They said, I guess, that we recovered the ball a lot quicker upfield, and that's Cofield, and he's got a lot of running room. He's to midfield to the 50-yard line, still going inside the 45, down to the 44-yard line. And a quick timeout, says the old coach.
Well, I think they're going to let it run. There's a timeout while they reset the chain, so they're trying to get up to the line of scrimmage to get a play call.
Well, I was trying to say that they got a better spot and said the ball was out of bounds or downed closer to the 20-yard line, so he ended up losing 2. But they got it back quickly, and Nigro has time. He throws, and the pass is almost picked off. They had Briley Moore McKinney there, and Bennett Fredrickson almost picked it off. It went through his hands.
You know, there's a standard old rule, never throw the ball late over the middle. And Noah checked out his wide receivers on the sideline, and he threw the ball late and almost got that one picked off. But it wasn't, so we live to fight again.
Got to ask Hang Time to write down that long run again that Cofield had. Let us know what the numbers were. That was a 37-yard run. Nigro to throw. He's got a man, and then the hook and ladder. They throw the ball out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Nichols caught the ball and was going to lateral to Lamb, who was headed down the far side, but the lateral was behind, and now we'll get a timeout with 22 seconds left. And
Jacquet Jones for Lee Summit West really covered that just about as well as he could. He made him pitch the ball too wide because Jacquet was right there in the middle of it.
We're going to take timeout. 22 seconds to go in the first half. Lee Summit West 7, Blue Springs South 7. You're listening to Vision Sports on 1030 a.m. KCWJ.
St. Mary's Manor, located at 111 Northwest Mock Avenue, provides high-quality senior and rehabilitation care for Blue Springs and Eastern Jackson County. The caring and professional staff at St. Mary's Manor offers a full range of services, including an aggressive rehab-to-home program offering both inpatient and outpatient services. St. Mary's Manor participates in Medicare, several managed care programs, Medicaid, and workers' compensation programs. For more information, call 228-5655 or online at stmarysmanor.com.
We needed that timeout. We needed that timeout, Coach. "22 seconds left to go. And we're going to get, before the play gets underway,
timeout, Lee Summit West.
So they will take a timeout, and as we were getting ready to talk about, needed that timeout to slow things down just a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Plus, Lee Summit West did a nice job of defensing that hook and ladder. You know, Kelly has a list. Kelly Groom, the quarterback coach at Blue Springs South, has a list of 10 special plays for situations like that. And every Thursday they go over those plays, and that's one of them. And that play's been very successful for Blue Springs South over the years, that hook and ladder, hook and pitch, whatever you want to call it. But 3rd and 1 timeout left. So Blue Springs South obviously has to pick up the first down and try to get in where we can kick a field goal or try to go for a score.
And what, 1 timeout left, did you say? I wasn't
That's
paying.
what Tony Reisinger told me, yeah.
All right.
And I believe Tony.
You got to get the first down, so I'm guessing you try to run the ball here.
Maybe.
Maybe is right. But you take a chance on throwing it. So we'll see what they decide to do, and they're going to pitch it. And they've got a man right there, and that's Hawkins, who makes the catch at the 30. And he's going to take it down to the 20-yard line and get him to the near hash mark, and the Jags are going to get to the line as they move the chains. They're going to be ready to go with 15.4 remaining.
Yeah, they call 2 plays, so.
And they'll start the clock, and now they're going to spike the ball with 13.5 left to go here in the first half. And the Jags have to decide, run one more play, and you could run the ball, line it up in the middle of the field, and then grab your last time out to kick the field goal.
And, you know, I think with 20 seconds, you can probably run 2 plays if you had to. Hopefully they can. But we're in field goal position right now. So what we don't want to do is come up with a big sack or obviously throw an interception.
So they'll send twins to both sides of the field. Cofield in the backfield with Nigro, who's going to throw over the middle, and the pass is intercepted at the 5-yard line. And coming down the near side, flags fly everywhere as the man who intercepted the ball, that's Tyler Boehm, is knocked out of bounds.
Tyler did a great job. He had the underneath coverage and just stepped in front of that. That might have been a little bit ill-conceived pass.
Holding on the return, but the interception will probably stand with 5.1 left to go here in the first half. So
has this been a crazy last 3 minutes or what?
It's been a crazy second quarter. Don't forget that from the 10:48 mark to the 10:34 mark, total of 14 seconds, all the points were put on the board, and both teams have had chances here in the last 3 minutes.
Well, you hate to take the situation away where we could at least kick a field goal and go in 10-7.5, but that's the way it goes. It's a well-played game. Both teams well-coached and know what to do in situations, and it's going to remain exciting. I'd like to have it a little bit easier on an old man's nerves, but that's not going to happen.
They'll take a knee as the ball is snapped, and the quarterback kneels down, and that's the end of the first half. We invite you to stay tuned. Tony Reisinger will have the halftime show brought to you by Joe Bowman and the folks at BR Carpet. For the best in flooring in Blue Springs, call 224-0777 online at brcarpet.com. We're at halftime. It's Blue Springs South 7, Lee Summit West 7. You're listening to Vision Sports on 1030 a.m. KCWJ.
Blue Springs attorney David Zeiler and the Zeiler Law Firm is proud to call Blue Springs home and, like you, proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags. With over 18 years of experience, the Zeiler Law Firm is a one-stop shop for all of your legal needs, including general practice, business law, and litigation. The Zeiler Law Firm represents individuals, small business owners, and corporations, always approaching each case with its full attention and dedication, protecting the client's interest and exceeding expectations. The Zeiler Law Firm provides the legal expertise normally associated with a large legal firm, yet provides its clients with the personal attention and efficiency of a small firm. Make the right call for the legal expert advice of a compassionate and a highly respected attorney. Call Blue Springs attorney David Zeiler of the Zeiler Law Firm, located at 2008 Northwest South Outer Road at 988-7215. Online at ZeilerLawFirm.net. The choice of a lawyer is important and should not be based on advertisements.
VR Carpet is a local family-owned and operated flooring company proud to call Blue Springs home. VR Carpet is your one-stop shop for carpet, vinyl flooring, ceramic tile, laminate, hardwood, and more. You will always work with a courteous, caring, and professional staff at VR Carpet from purchase through installation. Residential or commercial, VR Carpet offers the best prices due to its low overhead, on-site warehouse, and bulk purchasing. For the best in flooring services, make the winning call. VR Carpet at 224-0777 or online at vrcarpet.com.
Lunar Bowl is a fantastic solution for your club or organization's fundraising efforts. Lunar Bowl has an easy and turnkey fundraising program which has raised over $1 million for local groups and organizations. Lunar Bowl would do a great job for you. They're located at 2001 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. To book your fundraising event, call Group Sales Manager Tina Short at 816-220-7722. That's 220-7722. On the web at lunarbowl.com.
Papa John's wants to reward your passion for the Blue Springs School District. Now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order, plus an additional 10% will be donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Go to papajohns.com, enter the promo code BSEF40. That's BSEF40 to receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order and an additional 10% donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Papa John's supports Blue Springs schools. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Looking for a great deal on your next set of wheels? Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union and Enterprise Car Sales has a great deal for your new set of wheels. And Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union will make your first payment up to $350 with no payments for 90 days. For more information and details about this great program, call 816-356-0791. That's 356-0791, or visit rlsccu.org to be pre-approved by Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union.
Welcome back to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Blue Springs South High School. 7-7's the score here. Homecoming for the Jaguars. The Sonic Scholar Athlete of the Week is straight ahead. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
Let's see. Tots, slushes. Ooh, Sonic's got new boneless wings. Let's go with a dozen garlic parmesan. Over here, go with the Island Fireman. It got a nice sweet kick. When did Dave's inner monologue pick up an accent? When Dave studied abroad in the Caribbean, man. Listen here, y'all. I reckon we should go with honey barbecue. This inner monologue got a southern twang, too. Yes, sirree, Bob. Me name's Dave, man. Dave.
There's something for everyone. New boneless wings and 6 great flavors. This is how you Sonic.
Welcome back here to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. 7-7's the score here at halftime. Blue Springs South and Lee Summit West. Now it's time for us to recognize the Sonic Scholar Athlete of the Week, presented by the great folks at Sonic. 19-year sponsor of ours here on Vision Sports, with us since day one. Remember, it's not just good, it's Sonic good, and it's homecoming here at Blue Springs South, and we want to recognize the entire student body here at Blue Springs South High School. Great homecoming week. The festivities getting ready to go on here at halftime. Just a great week of theme days, dressing up as different themes each day of the week at Blue Springs South High School. Not just the student body, but also the faculty and the administration. It's a great team effort here at Blue Springs South High School, and we want to recognize everyone here at Blue Springs South High School as this week's Sonic Scholar Athletes of the Week. And now it's time for us to recognize the Meyer Music Scholar of the Week, presented by the great folks at Meyer Music, who for 50 years have reminded us that making music makes you smarter. And tonight, with it being homecoming week and the Jaguar Pride not performing tonight, but over the past couple of weekends, they've done fantastic at some pretty big, really big marching band events in Tennessee at Austin Peay University. Then last week in Tulsa at 2 really big marching band events. So congratulations to Ken Hansen and his entire staff and all the members of the Jaguar Pride for just continued success. And it's our privilege every week here when we cover Blue Springs South that we get to see the outstanding halftime show presented by the Jaguar Pride Marching Band. And now it's time for us to recognize people doing some great stuff in our community with the Community Credit Report presented by the great folks at Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union. Donna Bunton and Julie Bunton and their great staffs in Blue Springs, also the great locations in Raytown and also in Lee Summit on 3rd Street. Just a great place to do business, great place to do your banking. Vision Sports is proud to call Raytown Lee Summit Community Credit Union our bank, and we highly recommend them. And this week, the Community Credit Report, we recognize the Blue Springs South Student Senate led by Susan Bubalo and all the great young adults involved in Student Senate. Homecoming is one of those events that they put extra effort into and a lot of pride. They've done a great job here tonight. And also, you can't say enough about the staff here at Blue Springs South High School with Dr. Charlie Belt, the principal, Tim Michael, always so helpful to us here at Vision Sports and at Sideliner Sports. They do it right here at Blue Springs South. And once again, a fantastic homecoming evening here at Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium. 7-7 is the score here. Blue Springs South is tied with Lee Summit West. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
It's time to start school band and orchestra. Give your child the tools for success by renting your quality instrument from Meyer Music. Meyer Music carries all the top brands of school-approved band and orchestra instruments, as well as the books and accessories you need to start the school year. Meyer Music celebrating its 50th year of renting and selling instruments in the Kansas City area. Come in and check out their affordable rent-to-learn and purchase programs. Make Meyer Music your choice for all your musical needs. And remember, at Meyer Music, making music makes you smarter.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger for CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 West 40 Highway. Over the past 18 months, I have utilized the outstanding services of CarStar Blue Springs on 3 occasions. Each visit was expedient and worry-free. The friendly and professional staff at CarStar Blue Springs took care of all the details and had a rental vehicle ready when I arrived. When it comes to auto body repair, I always recommend CarStar Blue Springs. Call 220-1100, online at CarStarBlueSprings.com. CarStar Blue Springs, relax. We'll take it from here.
Foster Dental Care is proud to bring you the Cats and the Jags. Located on the South Outer Road in Blue Springs, Foster Dental Care is the outstanding choice for your family's dental care. At Foster Dental Care, you're always welcomed by a very caring and courteous staff that are among the most qualified and experienced dental professionals in the area. Foster Dental Care is the preferred Invisalign provider, the clear alternative for braces. For the very best in general and cosmetic dentistry, call Foster Dental Care at 228-6988, online at fosterdentalcare.com. Foster Dental Care, proud provider of healthy smiles in Blue Springs for 30 years.
Preparation before the game is crucial. You need a good game plan. You have to be physically and mentally ready. Even your equipment must be in top shape. Tailgating is serious business. That's why I buy only KC Pride beef from Price Chopper. Every cut is lean, 1/8 inch trimmed for value, and the quality is 200% guaranteed.
You'll love KC Pride beef, available only at Price Chopper.
Price Chopper, fresher ways to save.
CareSpot Urgent Care is open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. CareSpot provides care for many common illnesses and minor injuries, and also provides wellness care services like physicals, immunizations, and health screenings. At CareSpot, you will experience same-day service without the expense of an ER visit for non-life-threatening issues. CareSpot offers online and mobile options to schedule your appointment. You can also call ahead, which means less time in the lobby. CareSpot has 8 convenient locations, including Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Raytown, and Leewood. Visit them online at carespot.com.
Have you tried to look 10 or 20 years into your future? Jobs, families, and goals change. You need to create a plan for your retirement, thoughtfully, professionally, and personally. Waddell & Reed can help. For 7 decades, we have helped investors work toward a secure retirement. You can count on your Waddell & Reed financial advisor to craft a plan that is right for you. Waddell & Reed, investing with a plan. Waddell & Reed Incorporated, member SIPC.
Call Christopher Wade at 816-358-2463.
Welcome back to the BR Carpet Halftime Show here on 1030 a.m. KCWJ. I want to thank Joe Bowman and all the great folks at BR Carpet for sponsoring not just Vision Sports, but also the halftime show. And now it's time for us to take a look at the numbers presented by the great CPAs at Reinhard and Kovacs. Sarah Kovacs and Brett Reinhard do a great job. If you're a business looking for a great CPA firm, recommend Reinhard and Kovacs. Check them out online at reinhardcpas.com. And in the first half, first downs, Blue Springs had 5, and Lee Summit West has 2. Rushing, Blue Springs South with 133 yards rushing, and Lee Summit West with 17 yards passing. Blue Springs South with 71, and Lee Summit West with 75. Total yardage, Blue Springs South 204, Lee Summit West with 92. Punting, Blue Springs South has punted 4 times, average of 44 yards. Lee Summit West, Dalton Dye, has punted 5 times for an average of 31 yards. And both teams have fumbled once, and each team has lost that fumble. Penalty-wise, Blue Springs South has been penalized 3 times for 25 yards, and Lee Summit West 6 times for 30 yards. 7-7 score here at halftime, Lee Summit West and Blue Springs South. When we come back, we'll talk to one of our great sponsors, Kevin Hornick with Farmers Insurance. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
Numbers. In football, a touchdown is 6 points. The team with the most points wins. If you're looking for a winning number to call for a great accountant for your business or personal needs, call Reinhard and Kovacs at 427-5645. Brett Reinhard and Sarah Kovacs are ready to prepare a winning game plan for you or your business. Reinhard and Kovacs, CPA. They're located at 2012 Northwest South Outer Road. Call 427-5645.
Test.
Online at reinhardtcpas.com.
Hello?
Hi, Eric. This is Terry from Farmers Insurance. Any changes regarding your home or car?
Well, I started carpooling with some friends from work.
No problem. With the extra people in the car, we want you to stay safe, so let me update your liability limits.
Perfect.
Until you close the gaps in your insurance, you could be living dangerously. We'll help you know the gaps and lose all those.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
For great rates and outstanding service, contact Blue Springs Farmers agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
WeatherTech Roofing is proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. WeatherTech Roofing is locally owned and operated and has built a great reputation for its exceptional work and customer satisfaction. Highly respected and often recommended by insurance professionals, WeatherTech Roofing is fully bonded and insured. Our clients know they are fully covered and protected. Contact the experts at WeatherTech Roofing for a free roof inspection. Call 228-2005. That's 228-2005. Online at WTechRoofing.com.
Hey, it's Dale, and for years I used to try and put up my own Christmas lights. It was laughable at best. And then I met a guy named Scott Shippey. He's with Cutting Edge Lawn, and they do custom hanging of Christmas lights. They provide the lights, they install, they take them down, and they store them for next year. And Scott is very creative. He'll come up with a light display that will make you the envy of the neighborhood. Visit them on the web at cuttingedgelawn.net, or you can reach them at 816-220-3714. That's 816-220-3714 or cuttingedgelawn.net. And when you call him, make sure you tell him I sent you.
Blue Springs attorney David Zeiler and the Zeiler Law Firm is proud to call Blue Springs home, and like you, proudly cheers for the Cats and Jags. With over 18 years of experience, the Zeiler Law Firm is a one-stop shop for all of your legal needs, including general practice, business law, and litigation. The Zeiler Law Firm represents individuals, small business owners, and corporations, always approaching each case with its full attention and dedication, protecting the client's interest and exceeding expectations. The Zeiler Law Firm provides the legal expertise normally associated with a large legal firm, yet provides its clients with the personal attention and efficiency of a small firm. Make the right call for the legal expert advice of a compassionate and a highly respected attorney. Call Blue Springs attorney David Zeiler of the Zeiler Law Firm, located at 2008 Northwest South Outer Road at 988-7215. Online at ZeilerLawFirm.net. The choice of a lawyer is important and should not be based on advertisement.
Back here at Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium, 7-7's the score. Blue Springs South and Lee Summit West on homecoming here for the Blue Springs South Jaguars. And we want to congratulate the homecoming queen, Molly Machin, and the homecoming king, Austin Slinkard. So congratulations to Molly and Austin. You are the homecoming royalty for the Jaguars. And, every game we like to sit down and chat with one of our great sponsors, and it's my privilege to welcome Hang Time, Kevin Hornick, Farmers Insurance Agent Kevin Hornick, into the booth. Kevin's a very special person to our staff, volunteers, and has volunteered for, I would say, a dozen years as our whatever we need Kevin for, he's right there, okay? Whether it's for stats, where it's to be spotters, but he's here. And, Kevin, the one thing I love about you is, they always say, if you love what you're doing the right thing. And for a dozen years, you've been here, and you have not missed a week except for a couple for some certain circumstances. But, I just want to let you know you are such a vital part of Vision Sports. We appreciate everything that you do, and thank you.
Tony, you're welcome. It's like a bad headache. You can't get rid of me.
Yep, there you go. Well, hopefully for the next 19 years that we still have that headache. But, Kevin, why is it that, you love high school football. What is it about high school football and high school football here in Blue Springs that makes you want to come out week after week and support both the Wildcats and the Jaguars?
Yeah, it's a very unique community. Back when I grew up in Blue Springs, it was one school. It was the Blue Springs Wildcats, and we were a much smaller class, much smaller football players. We had some talented people go on. One of our quarterbacks was a third-string quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Over the years, when the schools grew and we opened up Blue Springs South, we didn't see a drop-off at all of talent. In fact, Blue Springs South came right in and gave Blue Springs everything they could ask for. It's a great community to raise kids in. The splitting of the schools and opening up of a second high school didn't hurt this community at all. In fact, it made it a powerhouse in all of Missouri.
You're a farmer's insurance agent here in Blue Springs with a very convenient location located on the South Outer Road. Used to be called the Prudential Building, and now it's the big firm out of Omaha now. Warren Buffett owns it, right?
Yeah, we don't really talk about his ownership of that business because he's also in the insurance business.
Oh.
But yeah, it's been an interesting run here in Blue Springs. We've been in that location for coming up on 14 years. And it's served us very well. The community has been very, very supportive of our efforts to try and close the gaps and make people smarter about their insurance.
You know, our family has some great policies with Farmers Insurance through you, and also with Jake Greco, our other farmers agent that sponsors Vision Sports, and we get fantastic service all the time. As an insurance agent, what is something that people don't think about? What is something the most important thing to know about insurance?
Yeah, I think when I visit with people, the most commonly misunderstood question that I ask them is, what's their coverage? And they repeatedly know their deductibles on their physical damage coverage of their automobiles and their home, but they don't understand how important the liability protection is on automobiles and the property coverage is on their house, because quite frankly, we as an industry have conditioned our customers to trust and believe in the insurance product, and they are only aware of their out-of-pocket expenses initially. So to answer that question real easily, it's our customers are constantly being told that when we sit in front of them, we're talking about coverage and protecting their assets. All of the toys, all of the net worth that they've acquired over the years, that's our responsibility, is to protect them from anyone taking that away from them.
And renter's insurance, that is something that's so important. My son Andrew, I know last year, called you up and you took care of him on renter's insurance.
Great kid. I'm glad to see that he's doing well back on the East Coast. We miss him a lot. Renter's insurance is misunderstood because renter's insurance really protects not the owner of the building, but the occupant of the apartment or the building for their personal property, and again, most importantly, that liability exposure. It's a litigious environment we live in, and the society has changed over the years. You can never have enough liability protection, and we talk to each of our customers about an umbrella policy also. Yep,
and lastly, so important to meet with your insurance agent every year to make sure that you are completely covered, because I know from in the past, and especially if you're kind of overseeing, if your parents are older, they may have auto insurance values, liabilities that are 25 years old, which aren't good right now. So it's always important to meet with your insurance agent.
Annually, we offer and sit down with our customers and just take a breath, catch up on what's changed in their life. The questions that we ask are, what's new? Where do you plan on going? What do you have now? Because our responsibility is to protect them from having anything ever taken away from them. We want to handle the big claims. The small little claims, they can take care of. The deductibles, the comprehensive, and the collision, but liability coverage is so critical these days, Tony. We talk to insureds daily in our Farmers Friendly Review about adding a personal umbrella, $1 million extra coverage just to protect everything that they've ever built and acquired.
All right, if somebody wants to contact the Hornick Insurance Agency, what phone number do they call?
816-874-4646.
874-4646. We call the Hornick Insurance Agency. We're happy clients. If you're looking for a great insurance agent, Kevin Hornick, Farmers Insurance Agent, 874-4646. 77 is the score. This is a presentation of Vision Sports.
Hi, this is Tony Reisinger for CarStar Blue Springs, located at 3210 West 40 Highway. Over the past 18 months, I have utilized the outstanding services of CarStar Blue Springs on 3 occasions. Each visit was expedient and worry-free. The friendly and professional staff at CarStar Blue Springs took care of all the details and had a rental vehicle ready when I arrived. When it comes to auto body repair, I always recommend CarStar Blue Springs. Call 220-1100. Online at CarStarBlueSprings.com. CarStar Blue Springs. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Sinclair's Restaurant would like to say thank you, Blue Springs, for making our first year outstanding. Sinclair's proudly offers a fantastic menu featuring unique entrees, appetizers, and desserts, a chef's special, as well as an amazing Sunday brunch and a lunch menu with a 15-minute guarantee, or your next lunch is free. Sinclair's Restaurant at 1402 Northwest 7 Highway in Blue Springs. Call 224-3811. Proud to be in Blue Springs, and like you, cheers for the Cats and Jags.
In 2011, 23% of all traffic collisions involved cell phones. That's 1.3 million crashes. Text messaging makes a crash 23 times more likely. Please don't text and drive. A message brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Myers Funeral Chapel, 1600 Main Street in Blue Springs. Proud to call Blue Springs home. Proud to support the Blue Springs School District and the Blue Springs community. Myers Funeral Chapel, family owned and operated. 229-3276. On the web at MyersFuneralChapel.com. Papa John's wants to reward your passion for the Blue Springs School District. Now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order, plus an additional 10% will be donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Go to papajohns.com. Enter the promo code BSEF40. That's BSEF40 to receive 40% off your entire regular menu price online order and an additional 10% donated back to the Blue Springs Educational Foundation. Papa John's supports Blue Springs schools. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
As we get set to start the second half, it's all tied 7-7. And the best part about it, Coach, is that the Jags are going to get the football first by virtue of winning the toss.
Yeah, it's a crazy game. It's dominated by the defense, and that's typical of these two teams, both of them well coached and well game planned for. So we'll see if the Jags can do something to set themselves up to drive down and score. You know, we went back the very first quarter, we had a chance inside the 20 and had a couple of penalties. You wonder if that's going to come back to haunt us later. I hope not.
You take a look at the passing yardage, and it's very similar, 75 for the Titans, 71 for the Jags, but where Blue Springs South has a definite advantage, and part of that is due to the 71-yard run by Jerome Hawkins to put the Jags on the board early in the second quarter, but they've outgained Lee Summit West on the ground, 133-17. Do you see them trying to establish their running game a little bit?
Well, yeah, I think so. You know, a 71-yard run fluffs up your average, but they've had pretty good success, but they've also lost some yards, too.
Yeah.
Really, neither team has put together a sustained drive. You and I talked about that at halftime. The most consistent thing was that Lee Summit West had going for him was there was a lack of coverage on the left sideline of the Jaguar kickoff team that enabled them to have great field position at one point and then a touchdown on the other. So it's going to come down to some kind of detail that is going to enable one of these teams to win. I just hope the Jaguars can get a little consistent here and put together a drive.
Ricky Nichols, DJ Frost standing deep at about the 5-yard line. They have another wave at the 20-yard line as Dalton Dye approaches the football and sends it high and deep and back into the end zone, where Nichols catches it right at the goal line, and he'll have to bring it out to the 20-yard line. First down and 10. The second half kickoff is presented by Scott Shippey and the Cutting Edge. For the best in landscaping, tree care, and custom hanging of your Christmas lights, call 220-3714 or go online at cuttingedgelawn.net. And our third quarter is presented by Farmers Insurance Agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Call Kevin or Jake to ensure that you're getting all of the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. Nigro will hand to Cofield, and he gets outside the 25 to about the 28-yard line. And Cofield gets the Jags off to a good start on this drive. Spot him down to the 29.
Yeah, that play started over the left tackle, and it ended up on the right side. But he's just got such great footwork. It's going to be second and about 2 there. Nice job by the offensive line and nice job by Cofield.
So it'll be 2nd down and a yard. They need to get just beyond the 30-yard line. He'll get the call again and might have the first down, but it's going to be very close as he's driven back by the heart of the Titan defense, led by Michael Cavanaugh. Also climbing out of there, Cole Yarborough, 225-pound junior lineman, and he's going to get enough for the first down.
Yeah, they spotted at the 31. Actually, they had a yard to spare, so that's off to a good start. We'll see if the Jag can put together a drive.
Then again, not being able to spot the football.
Right.
That's the way I do it. They're going to show blitz, and the handoff. Cofield tries to sidestep one tackler, but can't sidestep the other. And Marcel Minifield, a 6'3", 295-pound senior defensive lineman there to lead the hit.
You know, they've done a great job of timing their blitzes up to hurt the Jags. They brought a lot of people that time. They even brought Tyler Boehm off the outside. So it's going to be 2nd and about 11.
Hawkins and Lamb go split wide left. And there's motion on the defensive side of the ball. And there were, I want to say, 4 offside penalties in the first half against the Titans. And make it number 5.
This time Luke Satman on the left side jumped and was trying to anticipate the count and should have just watched the ball. He's probably been told that several times.
But I got it timed, Coach. I got it timed. I can get it.
Yeah, well, not that time.
Nichols goes wide left. Briley Moore McKinney is in tight on the near side. They'll jump into a 2-back set. Nigro under center, hands it off to Hawkins, turns the corner at the 35 and out of bounds at the 39, and then whistle did not blow, and finally they come in to finish him off at the 40.
Going to be probably a yard short of the first down. Nice job on that. That's that handoff sweep.
3rd down and 1 from the 40.
You don't call it the jet sweep because there's not enough time for the jet to take off when you run it to the near side of the field.
Right, it's on a regular snap count, and there's no motion on the play, so.
Brooks and Cole Nelson combine on the tackle for the Titans as Nichols goes wide left. Briley Moore McKinney split to the near side. From the near hash mark, Nigro hands it off to Cofield, and he's going to surge forward. And based on the spot, I don't think that, well, as soon as I say that, I didn't think they were going to have enough for the first down, but by the hair of their chinny chin chin, they do.
By about the length of the football, and it looked like the guy on the side judge was going to give it to him. So, fortunate spot there. So, 2 first downs in a row.
And slowly but surely starting to put a drive together. We haven't seen that tonight by either team.
Right.
Trips left, a single man right. Nigro to throw, floating it long for Briley Moore McKinney. He goes up and makes the catch at the 34-yard line.
Bennett Fredrickson was right there and did a great job of coverage, but McKinney just out-muscled him for the ball. 25-yard gain, and that puts the ball down on the 33 of Lee Summit West. Great catch, great throw.
And he did a good job of trying to fake off the defender, make it look like the ball wasn't coming his way, and then at the last moment he went up and just took it away from him.
Boy, it's fun to watch 2 good teams play.
At the 33-yard lines where they spot him down, out of the pistol, Nigro with a fake. The throw is going to be caught inside the 30 at the 27-yard line, maybe the 26.
Jerome Hawkins ran an out route from the slot position, and the ball came in at about his knees. And for a second there, it looked like he maybe dropped it, but he was able to pull that ball up into his breadbasket and got a second down on about 4, second and about 3 there, I'd say.
Yeah, he gained 7 on that first down play, and they're going to bring 1 receiver to each side and jump under center. Nigro with 2 backs, fakes to 1, hands it off to Hawkins, who will go right up the middle inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line, and that'll be close to another Jags first down. And I like the way the little guy runs up the middle with some authority.
Yeah, great footwork there, and that's a little inside reverse. They had a pulling guard there and trapped on the defensive tackle. Nice job. I think they're a little bit short.
Third and 1 from the 24-yard line.
The 3rd and 1, certainly a makeable first down. We need to get it here and get the ball down into the end zone. Nice drive.
So they will send Nichols to the left, more McKinney to the right. Have an extra blocking back in there in the offset eye for Cofield, who will get the handoff and get the first down as he looked for a hole, didn't really see one, and decided to make one and lowered his shoulder and got the first down.
And his footwork, I know I keep going over this, but my gosh, it's fun to watch a kid like that. There was just nothing there. Kept moving his feet, slid sideways, and then accelerated to get that first down. Got about 2 yards on the play, needed just 1.
Hayden Wallace was the blocking back there. 3rd quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Remind you to give them a call in a moment as Cofield takes the handoff and is tripped up in the backfield but falls forward to the 20-yard line. You need to call Kevin or Jake to ensure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. 6:50 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's a scoreless 3rd quarter, and the clock is run quickly simply because the Jags have kept the ball and, for the most part, kept it on the ground.
Right, they had a little inside stunt there with the defensive end that time, got hands on the running back, so held him to about a 2-yard gain. So nice job by West.
Out of the pistol, defense jumps once again. They'll throw the flag in, but you've also got a linebacker running forward, and this time they're going to say that somebody on the offense jumped, and so that'll be a procedure penalty and take the ball back outside the 25. But you take a look, Coach, Ethan Maddox is running up to the line of scrimmage, and Landon Seabaugh doing much the same thing, and they're trying to force the offense to make that move, and that time it worked.
Well, it's hurt both sides really tonight. Both teams have had trouble with that.
Trips come to the near side, and Nigro to throw. He gets some pressure and fires for Hawkins at about the 10-yard line, of the pass incomplete.
It might have been a mix-up on the routes there because we had 2 guys crossing right where the ball was coming. So at first I thought it was the underneath receiver that he was throwing to, but really that play didn't have much of a chance. We'll see if we can do better. It's 3rd down. Once again, penalties really hurt you down here.
3rd and 12. CarStar Blue Springs, the preferred auto body repair facility of Vision Sports. Give them a call at 224-1100. CarStar Blue Springs, relax. We'll take it from here. Nigro on 3rd and 12, has some time, throws, he's got a man, Lamb for the touchdown!
Ran just a seam route right up the hash mark, and Noah put a beautiful pass right where he needed to for a 25-yard touchdown pass, putting the Jags up by a touchdown if they make the extra point. Excellent execution there, and really pretty good defense. That just was an excellent pass play.
6:01 remaining in the 3rd. Rockwell to attempt the extra point. He is 8 for 8 this year. Connors to hold. Snap back, the high snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 6:01 to go here in the 3rd. It's the Jags 14, Lee Summit West 7. Back with the Jags kickoff. Right after this, for Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Little Sports Shop, located at 1006 Main Street, can make your team look sharp. Little's carries a range of great custom uniforms that will fit into anyone's budget. Apparel from top names like Adidas, Russell, Rawlings, Under Armour, and more. Little's is also your locally owned one-stop shop for any equipment and accessories that you, your team, or your league would need. Your team will always look great in uniforms from Little Sports Shop. Call 229-3606. Little Sports Shop, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags.
It took 6 minutes and a second, the 6:01 mark actually, to cover 80 yards. 12 plays to cover 80 yards for the score. And with that score, Lunar Bowl will make a donation to the Scores for Scholarships program. Our thanks to Gary Cobb, and a reminder to visit lunarbowl.com. Squib kick going to be taken at the 23-yard line by one of the up men, brought out to the 30. And with the carry for the Titans is Derek Wilson. He's a wide receiver by trade, but on the second line of the kickoff return team. And they'll have pretty good field position, but it's better than taking one 89 yards to the house, which is what happened the last time.
Well, and the first kickoff was all the way up to the 40-yard line with the same poor coverage. So really, that's a much better deal for the Jags.
Cole Taylor, the quarterback, has had a tough night throwing the ball, but then both defenses has made it tough to move the ball. There's a quick pass that is caught by Justin Dooley, a 6'2 junior, 175-pound wide receiver, and he's going to end up getting 4 yards, second down and 6.
Great defense on the play. They tackled him just as soon as he caught the ball. About a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7.
Twins right, a single man. That's Dooley to the left. He draws man coverage. And Taylor's going to keep it and run. He's hit back behind the line of scrimmage. And he'll be down at the 31-yard line. If they treat that like a run, like a running back, which they don't, they end up spotting him up at the 33 when he was in reality tackled back at the 31.
Yeah, and that's that planned quarterback draw, and I don't think he even got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 3rd and, well, I guess it is about the same distance, 3rd and about 7.
Elijah Twy makes the tackle for the Jags. Same set with a man now in motion from the slot. Taylor's going to throw. He gets hit by one man behind the line and gets back to the 24-yard line. He was hit. I think Cofield was the guy who hit him back at the 20. He got out of that tackle, but there wasn't much else there.
Yeah, Cofield blitz, and that brought him right back into the line of the linebacker and the defensive lineman. Loss of 8 yards there. Going to make them punt to us. Jags will have pretty decent field position out of this.
Dye's going to punt this one from around the 15, and Nichols is standing back at his own 45. So we'll see what happens with 4:15 to play. The clock is moving. 14-7 Jags.
You got to field the punt.
Low snap, he gets it, kicks it high. It's going to bounce short, and they're going to let it roll. Nichols had already signaled fair catch, and it'll roll inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. Down at the numbers on the far side with 3:56 to play here in the third.
Not much you can do about that. The punt was short enough that it would have been dangerous to run up, try to catch it, but you can see what a difference it makes. The ball rolled probably 11 or 12 yards.
41 yards on the punt for Dalton Dye. The third quarter is brought to you by Farmers Insurance Agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Call Kevin or Jake to ensure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. And also, we invite you to do what Vision Sports does. That's be committed to the Buy Blue Springs campaign. We do business with our sponsors and encourage you to consider our sponsors when you're in need of their products or services. It's so important to buy local. Please remember, Buy Blue Springs. We do at Vision Sports.
Very important drive here for the Jags. Once again, you'd like to score, but we need to move the ball to get field position here.
Nigro out of the pistol, gives it to Cofield, coming to the near side, lot of room. He's to the 45, slips a tackle at the 50, into Titan territory, and he gets wrapped up at the 46-yard line.
You know, the first kid that tried to tackle Cofield had no chance. It was in the open field, and Cofield put a move on him, and the kid almost broke his ankle trying to get to him. And what I really liked was, as Cofield's going down, he put that other hand over the ball with the lead here. We need to protect that thing. Nice job by the Jags.
Nigel Burgess, a senior linebacker, coming from the other side of the field to make the tackle. Twins go to each side. Cofield in the pistol with Nigro, and as the play gets underway, it is blown dead, and illegal procedure is called on the Jags, and another 1st and 15 start for Blue Springs South.
Frustrating. We get into their territory and give them 5 yards.
Back to the 49 in Blue Springs South territory with 3:30 to go. That's the 5th penalty for 35 yards, and it seems like all of them have been procedure penalties. And in fact, they might have been.
Well, we had one holding call, remember? We brought it back too.
First and 15. Same set. Nigro's going to keep it and knife his way through a hole back into Lee Summit West territory to the 47-yard line.
That's that spread offense read play where he puts the ball into the stomach of the running back going by, and then he pulled it out, found a hole, got about 4.5 yards, so it's going to be second down and about 11 now.
Marcel Minifield, a big 295-pound tackle, makes the tackle for Lee Summit West. 2:50 remaining here in the third. 14-7 Blue Springs South. Trips left. A solo receiver to the right. Here comes the blitz. Nigro gets it. He's hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Fredrickson picks it off. He's going the other way, and he's going to be caught at the 30-yard line and driven out of bounds, and then he throws the football high in the air, as that was a pretty good defensive play all the way around, from the pressure on the quarterback to the interception and the return.
I'm not sure Noah could even see the receiver at that time with the defender right in his face. But the kid cut back and made a great interception and really a terrific run back to the 30-yard line. So up to the Jaguar defense now to make a play.
2:31 to go here in the third quarter. 14-7, the Jags have the lead. The Titans are set up in great field position with two backs. Now Brooks comes in motion. Taylor fakes, pump fake, going long. Hawkins is out there, and he gets out, leaped for the ball, and it's hauled in by Jacob Catsby.
Jacob Catsby did a great job going up. Both kids, it looked like a jump ball in basketball. Catsby was able to get just a little bit higher and get the ball. Terrific coverage. Just didn't come down with the ball. First down inside the 5.
And it was the same play that the Jags worked on their last drive when Briley Moore McKinney out-leaped a smaller D-back, and they go to a full house set, and they hand off to Catsby, and he gets stopped at the 2-yard line. They've got basically running the old single wing type set with three guys in the backfield, and you direct snap it.
Double tight end, the foot-to-foot splits, and they just tried to wedge the thing and push themselves into the end zone.
They've got a couple of linemen, or they've got one in there, it looks like. Now Catsby's under center. He's going to keep it himself and knife his way in for the touchdown from 2 yards out. So it's an extra point away from being tied once again with 1:48 to go.
We talked about penalties. We talked about turnovers at the beginning of the game being a key on this, and so far it's playing out that way. So big interception, run back to the 30, and all of a sudden they hit a long pass, and game's going to be tied up here, it looks like.
Catsby with his eighth rushing touchdown of the year, and he doesn't carry it all that often. As Dye boots it up and boots it through to tie the game with 1:48 to go in the third. It's the Jags 14, Lee Summit West 14. Back with the Titans kickoff. You're listening to Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Greetings from First Bible Baptist Church on Adams Dairy Parkway in Blue Springs. I'm Mark Brown, the lead pastor of the church, and I also double up as the director of ADP Sports, a ministry extension of our church. It's a great blessing to be located across the street from the YMCA in Blue Springs South High School, where we as a church endeavor to fulfill our mission to reach out into the surrounding cities and towns with the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. We invite you to come out and get involved in one of the programs of ADP Sports, or join us on one of our Sunday morning worship service at 8:30 and 10 o'clock. Please visit our website at firstbibleadp.com for more information. God bless.
We're tied 14-14 as Lee Summit West kicks it off. Dye sends it back to the 5. Nichols will catch, bring it out, 15 to the 20 at the near hash mark, 25, down he goes at that point in the middle of the field. Coming out of there after making the tackle is Jack Donovan. He's a defensive back, a junior, 5'7", and does anybody know today when you say tip the Toledos at 145 that you're talking about he steps on the scale?
Well, I know that, but I'm really, really old. So.
Well, so do I. That's why I said it. Jags have the football in a tie game, late third quarter, at home against Lee Summit West, a battle of state-ranked teams, and Hawkins gets the handoff and takes it out to the 30-yard line, so he'll pick up close to 5 yards. Second down and 5, 90 seconds to go here in the third.
That's that handoff sweep, and Hawkins is just so quick. It looked like that was going to break and not make any yards at all, and all of a sudden it's 2nd and 5. So we need to put a drive together that goes into the fourth quarter and then let our defense go to work.
Down to 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. 2 backs still running out of the gun, though. And the handoff, Hawkins gets it. No, Nigro keeps it, fakes it, gets to the outside. First down at the 40, 45, 50, and out of bounds. Flags flying on the end of the play as he gets shoved out of bounds into the Lee Summit West bench.
Late hit out of bounds. He was already out of bounds and got tackled over there, so that's going to tack on another 15. We're looking at going to the 35. It was nice to see Noah get up off the ground over there. It looked like that was a situation he could have been run into the track. So a little bit dangerous. The Lee Summit West kids got a little carried away, and that's going to benefit the Jags.
It's going to benefit them to the point of taking it to the 36-yard line. Our third quarter with 59.3 seconds left. Brought to you by Farmers Insurance agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. Call Kevin or Jake to ensure you're getting all the discounts you deserve. Farmers Insurance gets you back where you belong. Out of the pistol, Nigro will give it to Cofield. On first down, he'll get inside the 35 down to about the 33-yard line.
That's that base block off the left side. You know, I got to point this out. 2 good teams, well coached. Nobody got into a fight over there. Nobody let their emotions get out of hand. It was a late hit out of bounds, but it wasn't intentional. The teams go on and keep playing good football. That's great sportsmanship on both sides.
And also smart play. Half a minute to go, second down and 6. They give him 4. Hawkins is going to get it on the sweep, coming to the near side and gets hauled down from behind back at the 38-yard line by the linebacker Landon Seabaugh.
Yeah, Landon shot through over there. It looked like Hawkins was going to try to outrun him. He tried to get a little bit of depth so he could outrun him and actually made it easy for Seabaugh to get him for a big loss. So nice job by Lee Summit West, but it's going to be 3rd and about 12 for the Jags here.
And that will start the fourth quarter. At the end of 3, our third quarter. Brought to you by Farmers Insurance agents Kevin Hornick and Jake Greco. As we head to the fourth, it's all tied. Blue Springs South 14, Lee Summit West 14. Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Hey, Wildcat and Jaguar fans, get your discounts pumped up with a discount double check from the Blue Springs State Farm agents, proud to bring you the Cats and Jags. Call Chad Smith at 229-1037 or Steve Shipman at 228-6696. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Myron Thomas with your in-game update presented by Foster Dental Care, providing healthy smiles in Blue Springs.
As we get set to start the fourth quarter, the fourth quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated. Proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. Friendly staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please don't text and drive. Fourth quarter underway, and as they say, this one is a dandy. 14-14, a battle of state-ranked teams. Jags are 3rd. The Titans are 10th in the poll. One loss between them, and Nigro rolling to his left, fires and has a man at the 31. That's Lamb. He breaks a tackle down the near side to the end zone. A flag is thrown at the 10-yard line as DJ Frost tried to throw a block, and the defender turned at the last moment. It's a clip.
Yeah, but at least it looks like that's still going to be a first down. It's the big thing.
And now another flag is thrown.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That's going to be sportsmanship on us.
So this has a tendency to, well.
That may have been from the sideline, too. I just saw a player tell the coaches to get back, so.
Well, we'll wait and see. I was about to suggest that could cost you 30 yards, but we'll wait and see.
It's going to be 10 from there and then maybe another 15.
Well, you're listening to exciting high school football driven by the McCarthy Auto Group on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ, Blue Springs, Kansas City.
Yeah, it's still a first down.
First down, but the ball comes back to the 22 instead of having it inside the 5 at about the 2.
Well, after thinking about it, it would have been a first down anyway, but it was going to be moved back.
And it turns out it was just a sideline warning as the Jags send trips wide to the right side. And Briley Moore McKinney is in tight as a tight end on the near side. And that's going to get us a timeout with 11:48 left to play in the game. It's the Jags 14, Lee Summit West 14. You're listening to Vision Sports on 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Are you looking for that wow factor for your next event? A wedding, birthday, retirement? You can take your event to the next level when you serve a delicious custom-made cake from the Cake Pan. The Cake Pan has been making customized cakes to order since 1980, featuring its fantastic buttercream icing, always made from scratch. Kathy Yardley prepares each cake with devoted passion and expertise, knowing it's an important aspect to her client's special event. The Cake Pan, located at 609 Northwest R.D. Mize Road in Blue Springs. Call 228-7180, online at thecakepan.com.
Rob Evans, Buddy Young back at Larry Stewart Memorial Field, Blue Springs South High School with 11:48 to go. It's the Jags 14, Lee Summit West 14. Lee Summit West trying to even the overall series at 2 games apiece. Jags trying to remain unbeaten. And they have got the ball just shy of the red zone on 1st and 10. They reset the play clock, and Briley Moore McKinney stands up to look back to the bench for the play, and they're going to call him for illegal procedure.
Did he put his hand down first?
No, they're going to say that for the 6th time tonight, the Titans are guilty of encroachment.
Yeah, the only way that would have been a penalty on Briley is if he'd have put his hand on the ground and then stood up, but he didn't.
So that moves the Jags into the red zone, which is presented by U.S. Bank Investments Advisor Eric Sporing. You want to provide for your children's education or prepare for a comfortable retirement, call Eric at 655-3065. Nigro to pass. He's looking for Briley Moore McKinney, and the catch is made at the 5, and he's knocked out of bounds.
That ball, that was an out route that came in below his knee, and he hauled that thing in. It was a great catch, wasn't it?
I thought it bounced, I'll be honest with you. I really did.
That's an outstanding catch, maybe one of the best ones of the night, but Noah had to put it there because of the defensive coverage. So great pass, great reception. It's a first down inside the 5.
But, Coach, you're saying it's a great pass. It was down around his ankles, but that's the only place he could put it without it getting knocked away or
exactly. Low and away is where those out routes are supposed to go. That's a great job.
And Nigro with Cofield standing next to him, running out of the pistol. Cofield with the handoff. He is going to get inside the 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3 if he gets a good spot. And he ended up down to the 3.
That play has been good for us all night, but this close to the goal line, things get jammed up pretty good in there. The defensive line for the Titans did a super job that time plugging that up and not letting Cofield get loose.
Well, when you've got a guy like Marcel Minifield in there at 6'3", 295.
He's a load.
You can clog it up pretty good, and you're right, Coach. He is a load, and he has played well tonight. Under center with 2 backs. Cofield gets to the outside. Touchdown!
There's that footwork again. Great job. Hole was plugged. He slides out 2 spots, and touchdown. Great job.
20-16. The Jags have the advantage, looking for the extra point. Rockwell will kick it out of the Cale Connors hold. 4-yard touchdown run. The snap is low, but he gets it down. The kick is up. The kick is good with 11:01 to go in the game. 21-14, the Jags lead Lee Summit West. Back with a Blue Springs South kickoff after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
The Fieldhouse is opening soon in Blue Springs. The Fieldhouse is a 76,000 square foot indoor recreation and fitness facility located at 425 Northeast Mock Avenue. The Fieldhouse features a 6,500 square foot fitness center, 4 hard surfaced courts, an artificial turf field, 2 walking tracks, a spin studio, aerobic and dance studio, child watch room, party and meeting rooms, and much, much more. For membership and other information, log on to bluespringsgov.com/Fieldhouse.
In our excitement, I gave Lee Summit West 2 more points, but it's 21-14. A 15-yard drive, a squib kick. It's going to be bobbled at the 20-yard line and picked up. Lee Summit West takes it to the far side of the field, and down the far sideline is Derek Wilson, and he's going to get good field position. Going to be run out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Our coverage on the perimeter has not been good all night long on kickoff coverage. Do you think we ought to have somebody watch Cat's feet? There's a possibility they might try to use him again. The kid's just been all over the place tonight.
Well, Royce Boehm talked earlier this week about getting his athletes matched up with the Jags athletes and letting them go at it and make plays, and that's what's happened. Out of the pistol, Taylor to throw over the middle, and the pass is knocked away, incomplete. They were looking for Zach Stanholter.
And what a surprise that Adam Cofield timed it up, and was that Connor?
That was Connor.
That was Jake. Yeah, Jake. Yeah, Cale Connors came in and timed it up and did a great job.
For that last touchdown, Lunar Bowl makes a donation to the Scores for Scholarships program as they throw on the out. The pass is touched by the intended receiver Dooley at the 45, but then when he was hit, he lost it and it goes out of bounds.
That's about as good a defensive secondary coverage as you can get, but I would say we need to find out where Catsby is. It's 3rd and long, and they've gone to him every time tonight.
Jake Lamb was the defender on that play, and they're going to slide over, and Catsby is split to the short side of the field to the left, and they've got Mario Goodrich, who has one of their 2 touchdowns, solo to the right. And I bet you they're going to look for him. They do. Over the middle, he's back there. It's caught, and he hits the ground. The ball squirts free, and it's incomplete, and it's 4th down, and they'll have to punt. But they were that close.
They were. He ran right by our defenders. That's a great job of getting behind him. That was just the fact that they weren't able to haul it in. It wasn't our coverage that did it. So we were lucky that time. Going to get the ball back.
And a 7-point lead with 10.5 minutes to go. Dye has had to kick quite a bit tonight.
Got to field the punt.
Nichols standing at the 29, and he'll back up just a step or 2. Dye will hit this one from about his own 31 when the time comes. Long count. Snap is good. Hits it from the 30, so it was kind of a quick kick, and Nichols, fair catch at the 30-yard line. Kicked it right to him, and he was able to make the catch in traffic.
That doesn't seem all that important, but he fair catches it at the 30. That keeps it from rolling down inside the 10. Great job by the kick returner there to field that punt. It's a 28-yard kick with no return, but that would have been a 45 or a 50-yard kick if he'd have let that thing bounce. That's a great job.
4th quarter brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel, locally owned and family operated. Proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. Friendly staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous, not only for yourself but for everyone on the road. So please do not text and drive. 21-14, the Jags have the football, the Jags have the lead. And they'll send 2 coming to the near side. They'll run out of the offset eye. under center. Nigro will hand to Cofield, gets away from the pack, breaks to the outside at the 30, spins to the 35, and down he goes.
Boy, he can just make something out of nothing. He should have been caught for about a 1 or 2 yard gain, bounces outside and slices between two defenders to get about a 6 yard gain. It's going to be about 2nd and 4.
Jake Carter, linebacker, makes the tackle for the Titans. Clock runs, 10 minutes to go in the game. You know, in the fourth quarter when you have the lead, that thing doesn't run fast enough.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Cofield's footwork has made a huge difference in the game tonight.
Riley Moore McKinney in tight, almost on a wing to the near side. Cofield gets hit at the line of scrimmage, which is the 35 and part of the Jag logo, and gets tackled at that point, so there's no gain there. In fact, he might lose a little bit of yardage.
Well, I'm not going to give it to him. Adam Cofield, 17 rushes for 100 yards. That would be 18 for 100 yards. Great job tonight. And, boy, he hasn't always had a hole, but he's been able to move his feet and get to positive yards just about every time.
We have an injured Titan down, and I'm guessing that this is a cramp by the way they are attacking his foot with his leg straight up in the air.
That's what we like to see. Nobody hurt.
Yeah. Vision Sports and Papa John's can save you money and raise money for the Blue Springs Education Foundation. From now through the end of the school year, receive 40% off of your entire regular menu price online when you enter the promo code BSEF40. Go to papajohns.com and enter promo code BSEF40. Papa John's will donate 10% of your order's cost to the Blue Springs Education Foundation. Both teams go to the sideline, and our injured player, when I say injured, it was a cramp.
Ethan Maddox jogged off the field, and they're working on his cramp on the leg right now. I was going to make a mention of the fact that having Moore McKinney over there, he is so versatile. He can be used as a wide receiver, but they also line him up at tight end, and that puts a real stress on a three-man front like Lee Summit tries to run. So it's really, really nice to have a kid like that that's so versatile.
And not only is he versatile, but he's athletic enough to do a good job at the various positions they put him in.
Absolutely. See, he's lined up as a slot receiver right now.
They'll run out of the offset eye, and a penalty is one of the linemen on the far side. Jumps offside. Illegal procedure. Or false start, whatever you want to say.
You know, he's doing that to me on purpose just to make me feel older and get more gray hair.
Well, the fact that I still call it procedure as opposed to whatever they refer to it as now. Kind of like jumping offside is encroachment.
6 penalties for 40 yards for Blue Springs South now. 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, 9 minutes to go. Nigro out of the pistol. Cofield standing to his right and a step behind. They're going to run the option. No, he's going to roll. Look to pass. He's in trouble. Retreats back inside the 20. Still going. Coming to the near side. He gets hauled down at the 26-yard line. So he almost got back to the line of scrimmage. But they are going to have to punt the football after a loss of about 6 yards.
More importantly, though, he didn't put the ball up in a dangerous spot. He held his poise and was able to run a little bit of clock off there. And now we're going to at least punt. So
still running, too.
Yeah. Great job by Noah that time.
Jackson will punt it away, and they've got a new guy back there. That is Zach Stanholzer to return this punt. Snap is a good one. The rugby-style kick is a high boomer. Fair catch called for and made at the 30-yard line. That was not an easy catch by the return man.
Nice punt. Now that one kind of spiraled. It was a rugby kick, but it kind of spiraled up like a normal punt.
I would have been a good rugby-style punter. I never could get one to spiral like that. The only time it ever happened that way was by accident. And that's usually not a good thing, Coach.
Well, I'd say once again we need to keep an eye on Catesby, but time for the Jags to step up on defense.
And the snap to Goodrich, who lines up at the quarterback spot. He had Knox in there in the backfield with him. And Mario Goodrich gets knocked out of bounds at the 38-yard line, which is where the linesman on the far side is going to spot the football.
I'm watching to see if the quarterback's going to come back in the game here.
Clock stop with 7:57 to go. There is a penalty flag down back at the 30-yard line, and they're going to talk to Blue Springs South. And there goes the quarterback sneaking out from behind the coach over there. They had a couple of guys in front. The backup with the clipboard was over there along with one of the coaches, and then he ducked around behind.
Well, as well as both teams have scouted each other, I'm sure that they've talked about that on video, that somebody was assigned to yell that it's a running back taking the snap instead of the quarterback.
Stan Holzer is in the backfield. They've got Twins to the near side, nobody to the far side. Knox will cross in front of the quarterback, who will keep the football, and Taylor outside the 20 to about the 23-yard line on first down. He will.
That's that zone read option that they run out of the spread set like that, and Cole kept the ball. I don't know if that was predetermined or he read it, but was able to pick up a couple of yards. But the big thing for them is the clock's running, and they need about 16.
I think that was designed, and I was surprised that they gave him as good a spot as they did. That's why I stopped talking. I couldn't believe it. He's going to throw out of the shotgun. He guns it downfield and overthrows his intended receiver. They were looking for Justin Dooley. They have targeted him quite a bit tonight, and I think that's because, for the most part, the Jags have taken away their two best receivers.
Right, plus that time we had a free safety behind him and a cornerback underneath him, so that's probably the best coverage we've had on one of those deep routes tonight. So we'll see if on third down and about 16 we can cover their two wideouts.
7:14 remaining in the game.
They've kind of just been slinging this one down the field. We'll see if they do that again.
Jags by 7, 21-14. Twins to the near side, a single man to the far side. Taylor's going to throw over the middle, and it's intercepted. Cofield picks it at the 37-yard line, angles to the far side and out of bounds at the 25.
There's the slant route that they went to several times. This time Cofield aligned himself so he could kind of sit back and bait the quarterback into making that throw. The throw was going to be on target, but Cofield stepped in front of it at the last minute. Two really good football teams. That's the way it's supposed to be played. Nice job by Cofield. Good field position for the Jags.
Chris Chapman pushes him out of bounds. And the ball at the 25-yard line, a return of 12 on the pick.
At this point, go ahead,
Coach.
The Jags have to get 3 points out of this at least. Put some distance on themselves. So.
Cofield takes it on first down to the 24. And guarantee you they're going to have to peel this young man's jersey off his back tonight. He is going to be tired.
He's done a super job. Once again, not much of a hole there. I think the stick is wrong. I don't think it's fourth down. I think it's going to be second down.
Yeah, it's second down and 8. They gave him 2 on that play.
In all the excitement, they forgot to turn the stick over.
To quote an old-time movie, all of this excitement, I forgot myself. Nigro gives it to Cofield, who's hit behind the line, breaks free, dives to the 20-yard line, and he'll get 3 more.
Had a linebacker blitz that time with an inside stunt by the defensive lineman. Seaball has really hurt us on his blitzes, but that time Cofield simply sidestepped him and turned it into a nice little gain. So Jaguars running time off the clock and gaining yards.
It's third down and 5, 6 minutes to go in the game. Jags by 7. They've got trips to the near side. One man to the far side. Nigro's going to sprint to the near side. He gets it to pitch back to Cofield, who spins at the 18. Flag flies down around the 10, and he's going to be close to a first down at the 15.
I can't imagine that's not an illegal block of some kind. I didn't see anything that the defense did wrong.
And the sad part was it was away from the play, and the defender that was involved didn't have a chance to make the tackle.
Yeah, and they're talking to the Titans, so.
It's going to be a hold from what we're told. And Mr. Horning is usually right.
Well,
as he is this time.
The big thing is it's not going to take them out of field goal range, and we get third down all over again. So we get a chance to get in there.
So is this what you're saying is this is Yogi, kind of like deja vu all over again?
Deja vu all over again.
From the 25-yard line, it's 3rd down and 10, and you could make an argument for being in field goal range now. You need to pick up some yards, make it a little easier kick. 5 on the play clock, they get set. Nigro to throw, out of the gun, fakes, goes long to the far side and throws it out of bounds.
Hey, threw it out of bounds because there's great coverage over there.
Yeah.
That was number 3, Mario Goodrich, did a great job covering, and know it is the great thing of throwing it away and saving a chance for an interception.
Greg Oder making no move to send anybody else in, save for the players he wants on this particular 4th down play, so they're going to go for it. They'll send.
Wonder if they're going to try to make them jump off sides.
And then get 5 yards.
And maybe call a timeout, yeah.
They've got trips to the right, a single man to the left, and there's the timeout.
Now they're going to think about it, yeah.
You've done this before.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
8 million years ago, maybe.
5:21 to go in the game. 21-14, the Jags have the lead. They take timeout. We'll be back right after this from Vision Sports and 10:30 a.m. KCWJ.
Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than about retirement. But if you think your retirement deserves more attention, I can help. I'm Eric Sporing, financial advisor at U.S. Bank and Corp Investments. Stop by my office at 1500 North 7 Highway in Blue Springs.
Not a deposit, not FDIC insured, not guaranteed by the bank, may lose value, not insured by any federal government agency. Investment products and services are available through U.S. Bank Corp Investments, member FINRA, SIPC, an investment advisor and brokerage subsidiary of U.S. Bank Corp and affiliate of U.S. Bank.
.5:21 remaining in the game, 21-14. The Jags have the lead over 10th ranked Lee Summit West. Big 4th down play here, 4th down and 10. And that to keep the football and get closer to the red zone. Our 4th quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel. Locally owned and family operated. Proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. And the staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please do not text and drive. They've got 3:10 remaining in the game. Blue Springs leads Ray-Pec 21-14. Down at Ray-Pec on 4th down. Nigro to throw. He's got a man. Moore McKinney with a touchdown.
He did the little shoulder fake on the slant route across the middle. Then Moore McKinney went deep. Throws a 26-yard touchdown pass. That puts a lot of pressure on Lee Summit West. What a great execution on that play. Great call. Gutsy call.
A 25-yard touchdown pass. The second 25-yard touchdown pass of the game for Noah Nigro. His 11th touchdown pass of the year. And Rockwell looks to add the extra point with 5:16 remaining. A high snap. The kick is pooched up and no good. First extra point that he has missed in 2 games. 5:16 remaining. 27-14. The Jags have the lead. They'll kick it off when we return after this from Vision Sports and KCWJ.
Texting and driving is dangerous for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're young or old. If you text while driving, you're putting your passengers and all others around you at risk. Please don't text and drive. A message brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Myers Funeral Chapel, 1600 Main Street in Blue Springs. Proud to call Blue Springs home. Proud to support the Blue Springs School District and the Blue Springs community. Myers Funeral Chapel, family owned and operated. 229-3276. On the web at myersfuneralchapel.com.
5:16 remaining, 27-14. And the Jags will kick it away. They have the lead. They're in the fourth quarter. Columbia Battle and Lee Summit North tied at 18. Here the Jags with a 13-point lead. And Rockwell's kick angling to the near side. And it is fielded by Goodrich at the 8-yard line. He'll cut it upfield to the 25 and gets tackled short of the 25 and may have lost the football. Nope, they maintain possession.
It's funny that time we've done such a poor job covering the perimeter. We had two guys on both perimeters and forced him right back to the middle. So somebody learned a lesson somehow, but we had much better coverage that time on the perimeter for our kick coverage. Boy, I just can't get away from the fact of what a great job Noah Nigro did on that pass play. Gave the shoulder fake and then laid the ball right in there.
5:08 remaining. And they are going to use Goodrich to take the snap at quarterback, and he'll hand it off this time to Kevin Knox. He'll get to the 25-yard line, so he'll get a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. But more importantly, the clock continues to run. We're under 5 minutes to play now, and the Titans need 2 scores, and Cole Taylor comes back into the game. Junior quarterback has had a tough time of it here this evening.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's a good offensive set for them, but we've really done a good job of snuffing that out tonight.
I have a man on the wing, and Taylor's going to throw a quick out at the 30-yard line, and making the turn after the catch is Shanholzer, and he'll spin and pick up first down yardage, I believe, or at least be very close. They're going to spot him down at the 33, so he'll be 2 yards shy, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, and the Jags have not really slacked off on their coverage. Just was a nice execution by.
They're going to go to that full house backfield and get the first down. The direct snap, actually under center on that play, is Catsby, and he always carries, and it's going to be good for a Titan first down at the 35.
That's that double tight end, single wing looking thing.
You know, it almost looks like the old single wing with a direct snap, but they do have a quarterback in there. This time, snap to Taylor, handoff to Knox. He'll get to the 41-yard line and pick up a quick 6 yards. But more importantly, the clock continues to roll merrily along. We're under 4 minutes.
Yeah, missing that extra point, you hate to think that might be an issue that comes up later, but right now the biggest thing is we got to stop Lee Summit West.
You do that, and it doesn't become an issue.
Exactly.
Taylor with Shanholzer in motion. They give it to Knox, and he gets tripped up. Who was that through there? That was Jake Lamb.
Yeah. He has made great plays all night, made a great play in the first quarter that's nominated for hit of the game. So, boy, the kid just keeps making great plays.
It'll be a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 6. And by the time they snap the ball, we're going to be down to 3 minutes. They are operating almost like they've got the lead, Coach.
Yeah, I noticed that myself. They can't go to sleep. Play action pass. Here comes a pass right now.
And Taylor's going to go long. He's got a man out there, and it is caught, and it's hauled in at the 25-yard line. And there's Catsby again.
You know, we just paused to find the ball, and Catsby runs by us. We need to just keep running. That's been a problem all night, but I think we should have figured out by now that Catsby's going to be involved.
And you said it best. They're lulling you to sleep.
Yeah.
And they did. But there's still 3 minutes remaining in the game, and they got to do it twice.
And the clock's running now.
And they've got Goodrich in the backfield at the quarterback position. With Knox next to him, Goodrich will keep. Goodrich is going to cut it back inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line.
Then they had better success that time. He faked to the running back, then ran on a kind of a sweep left. Made good yards. 2nd and about 4.
Clock continuing to run. 2.5 minutes to go. 2nd down and 4 from the 17.5-yard line. Taylor's going to throw. Taylor whips it out, finds a man. That's Shanholzer inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. move the chains. It'll be first down and goal with 2:20 remaining.
Strictly a timing route that time. Took 2 steps, ran to the sideline, and quarterback put the ball right on the money. That's pretty tough to coverage.
A little bit of urgency here for the Jags defense, but still have 13 points to play with. Taylor fakes the run. Now he keeps it inside the 5. He's going to get down to the 3. And the clock will continue to run, and we're going to be down under 2 minutes here momentarily.
That's probably the most successful planned draw that they've had with their quarterback all night. He did a nice job of picking his hole. Second down from about the 3, it looks like.
And a minute 55 left to play. Empty backfield. Taylor's going to keep it. Taylor's going to run. He's going to get into the end zone for the score with a minute 48 to go.
Now we got to think onside kick after this extra point.
Dye is going to come in. The holder is Bennett Fredrickson, a D-back. You hit this extra point, touchdown, and then extra point wins it. So this time they go ahead and kick. It's up and it's good with a minute 48 to go. And Dye has only missed 2 this year, and he's connected 3 times tonight. It's 27-21. Jags have the lead. Back with the Titans kickoff right after this from Vision Sports and KCWJ.
All right, let's see. Tots, slushes. Ooh, Sonic's got new boneless wings. Let's go with a dozen garlic parmesan. Over here, go with the Island Fireman. It got a nice sweet kick. When did Dave's inner monologue pick up an accent? When Dave studied abroad in the Caribbean, man. Listen here, y'all. I reckon we should go with honey barbecue. This inner monologue got a southern twang, too. Yes, sirree, Bob. Me name's Dave, man. Dave.
There's something for everyone. New boneless wings and 6 great flavors. This is how you Sonic.
Well, everybody, save for Ricky Nichols, is standing within 5 yards.
You got to get back, get a kid back. You got to stay in. There we go.
That's Cofield, who is inside the 10-yard mark, and they're going to kick it right to him, and he'll fall on it at the 48. So the Titans try the onside kick and fail to recover with a minute and 46 seconds to go.
I was so nervous. Cofield had his foot across the 50. That's an encroachment penalty. He got back in time for the kick, but he's just overeager. Once again, adding gray hair to the old man.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining, and that's important because here in a moment, the Titans are going to have to start using theirs.
Well, with the 2 timeouts, they're going to have to run an offensive play. I don't think they can just kneel it out.
No, they can't. And the toss to Cofield with a single back set, and he'll get hit at the line of scrimmage, spin forward for a yard to the 49. It's 2nd and 9, and we're down to 95 seconds. All that's left between here and 7-0 is a minute 25 seconds. We'll keep an eye on that bad boy.
And it'll go down to a minute before they have to snap the ball. I just noticed they put the play clock right when there was a minute 25, so we can run it down to a minute before we have to snap it. Plus, we've got 2 timeouts also. We can run it down and then call timeout at some point if we want.
Running out of the pistol on 2nd down. Nigro's going to keep it, get to the corner, into Titan territory, down the far side, 1st down and more, still going inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line.
And he made sure not to get out of bounds. What a smart play. I thought he was going to run out of bounds, but he turned that corner. Just a speed option with no pitch man, so great job by Noah Nigro. I'll tell you what, the kid has tremendous poise. It's good to see him have the kind of year he had because he was injured all the time last year.
Yep, and he's not that big is what I was getting ready to say, but yet he plays with the abandon of a linebacker or a safety because he doesn't mind giving hits.
Yeah, what a great job.
Yep, certainly on that play, and that one was good for 21 yards, and we're under a minute to go, and that may have won the game if the Jags hang on to the ball.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
And they're going to line up in the pistol, but I don't think they're going to throw. They're going to hand it off. Cofield will cover it with both hands, and get to the 30-yard line. And that, my friends, nope, they're going to take a timeout and stop the clock with 26.1 seconds remaining. And the play clock will continue to run. They'll reset all of that. That'll give us a chance to remind you that our fourth quarter is brought to you by Myers Funeral Chapel. Locally owned and family operated. Proud to be part of the Blue Springs community. The friendly staff at Myers Funeral Chapel reminds you that texting and driving is dangerous for everyone on the road. Please do not text and drive.
I'll tell you what, two fine football teams, two well-coached teams. Exciting to watch this. If you came tonight and didn't enjoy the game, maybe you need to quit going to high school football games because it doesn't get much better than this.
No, it doesn't. And I was a little bit concerned simply because the Jags had an easy time of it last week. And you knew they were going to have to buckle their chin straps on a little tighter this week. And they were able to do so. 26.1 left.
Yeah.
1.1 second difference between play clock and game clock.
Kevin pointed out that it's homecoming also, so I'm sure Coach Oder got a little older this week too.
He's got to be real happy tonight. They're going to kneel down, and that, my friends, will delay us just one more time because Lee Summit West is going to use all of their timeouts. And I'll be honest, Coach, and you don't like to get into a position where you second guess, but there was a little bit of time earlier in the game, and they could have used one of those where it would have mattered.
Yeah.
As it is, it delays the inevitable one more snap with 23.9 remaining. And the Jags, if they hang on to the ball here and get to the knee, and Nigro does, are 7-0. Ranked third in the state and second in District 3 of Class 6. 27-21, that's our final with 5 seconds on the clock. Teams have started to congratulate each other at midfield. The coaches meeting as well, and that's our final. Blue Springs South 27, Lee Summit West 21, and we'll start our post-game activities coming up right after this from Vision Sports on KCWJ.
The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of Preps KC and high school sports across Kansas City. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned vehicle or you need service or body work done, we help